Ha! Okay, let me redo that because I just realized I didn't turn my microphone on. Hey yo! And welcome back to Lost of the Brett Coast. I am your host, Brett, and of course, this is the Resident Evil Games Marathon. Basically, during the next couple of weeks, slash potentially months, we'll be playing through all of the Resident Evil games, and by all of the Resident Evil games, I mean most of the Resident Evil games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in Village. I probably won't play Zero or Code Veronica because why would I? And then Revelations, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We can always come back to it at a later point if we have to. But since I spent like 5 minutes doing my intro, not 5 minutes, but I spent like a minute doing my intro before I realized my mic wasn't on, let's just get into the game. I think that'll just... It's like a spoonful of medicine. No, a spoonful of sugar helping the medicine go down. Like, if we just start the game, it'll work itself out fine, I'm sure. But last time we left off, last stream was weird. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Last stream was really, really weird. We struggled for a shoot 25 minutes to solve one puzzle. Okay, and if that's not evocative of everything that can go wrong with this series, then I don't know what is. We spent 25 minutes struggling with the 5-piece puzzle to open up the jewelry box, and then probably another 5 or 10 minutes on the statue sliding puzzle. So our time, like right now, we're not doing just the best time-wise, but we're not speedrunning. We're not really doing anything special. I just wanted to take an opportunity to go through and admire the series that I have a lot of love for. But this is right. The last time that we left off, we had gotten back in. We have the last key for the Spencer Mansion. What happened last was we went to the tunnels and everything, and then we got one-shot by a hunter. And I didn't know you could do that. I genuinely had to check the Resident Evil wiki because I didn't think that was like a possible outcome. So now I have to try and remember where to go, which seems like it would be an easy thing to answer. Oh shoot, have we not done the basement thing? Is that what we have to do right now? See, I forgot how far exactly we were back before when we died, because we got effed up by a hunter. We got one shot, which was unfortunate, but what can you do? If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. I hope you are well. I know that I sure am, and it's going to get a whole lot better with this game. I love me some RE1. So I guess let's wrap all the way around, and we'll get to the basement so we can go up the elevator. I don't trust anything right now. After the trauma that I've faced from the hunters, I don't know anymore. Should be this way, right? Also, let me equip my gun before tragedy inevitably strikes, and believe me, it will strike. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when, and why is it probably now. Okay, so we go all the way around, and hope that no hunters just spawn, please? Okay. I might be seeming like I'm a little bit on edge, and it's because I am. Directly before stream, so literally like 10 minutes ago, I was watching this movie called The Miseducation of Cameron Post, and it's great. It's a Wallawa movie, coming of age. Really good stuff, but it was really sad, and a little bit nerve-wracking at times. I think I'm using that word correctly. It was suspenseful, and it did scare me. Of course, we got to say hi to our favorite pet, Frank. He's a good boy. It's the same principle as dogs biting the hand that feeds them. He would never really hurt us. He's a big paper tiger. He thinks that we're scared of him, but the truth is we're not. And that's okay. Oh yeah, I should probably think of a question of the day for today. That'll be a good one, actually. Where I live in Missouri, we're supposed to be getting like just so much snow over the next couple days, like a whole lot of snow. And if you've never been to Missouri, we don't typically get snow. Like on Christmas Day, it was like 60 degrees out. Like, we are not exactly the most tenured at having snow, so everyone's in a frenzy. Like, we're supposed to get maybe 6 inches of snow, and the supermarkets are just completely packed because everyone is just worried. Okay, the footsteps in this game, I've said this before and I'll say it again, the footsteps in this game are occasionally delayed, and the sound is really scary. Okay, so the power isn't on. So what... Okay. Is it that we haven't used the helmet key enough yet? Is that what the problem is? I didn't realize we got sent that far back. I thought we just got sent back like a couple of minutes, but this is like a whole section of the game we gotta redo, I guess. Which, you know, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It just feels like it. If I'm remembering correctly, it should be the second story, that red door right there. I would point at it, but as I remember every time that I stream, me pointing at the screen does not help you guys see what I'm pointing at, unfortunately. Eventually we'll have the technology for me to be able to point at something and you guys know what I'm pointing at, but today is not that day, and I fear it might be sometime before that happens. That's what I think the biggest problem with technology is. Like, we're getting so ahead of ourselves when really things like being able to point at a screen and it register, like, that's the technology that I want to invest in. You know what I mean? That's what I want out of Kickstarter, not porn games. Not that I would know anything about what's on Kickstarter. It's just like a gut feeling, I guess you could call it. This way, this way, this way. Oh gosh. I'm trying not to bring up the map every 2 seconds, but it's a very hard habit for me to kick. It should be this one, right? I'm guessing it wasn't this one. If it was this one, I do not believe it would have opened like that. No, it was not that one. Okay, try again. Run it back from the top. It's locked from the other... Okay. Oh, it's the I remember now. I remember it. As soon as I opened up the map, I was like, oh, wait a minute. We have to go up, don't we? And we do. So I get partial credit, I think, for remembering too late. It's better than nothing, right? Like, I could have just completely forgotten, but now I remember. We go up here, and I think this is where we turn on the elevator power, and then a whole bunch of stuff happens, and then eventually we'll reemerge from the basement. Let's see. This door right here. Okay, and then we still have a couple more uses of it, I guess, which I don't know where, but somewhere. Also, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like, I don't know what that is, but I don't love it. Like, that sound right there wasn't a sound that I just adore. Oh, the snake! I didn't realize that we had to kill the snake again. Oh, that's actually kind of bad because we only have a pistol. I mean, we can do it, don't get me wrong. It's just going to be moderately to severely annoying. At least I hope we can do it. Okay. I mean, I've said... Oh, snap. Okay. I've said on stream that I want to play the Dark Soul games before, so this can be my trial run, despite this being on literally the easiest difficulty. Oh, snap. Okay. Listen. Oh, golly. If we die here, I'm actually going to be sort of peeved. Not for any real reason, because literally all we have to do is just run up the stairs. But it's a matter of pride at some point. Granted, I genuinely have no idea how many hit points this thing has, or how much we're even doing with just the starting pistol, because I imagine it's not just a whole lot. Ouch. What's our health looking like? We're not doing too bad. Let's combine this. Yo, what up? Welcome, Resi Rammer, to the stream. We are currently about to die to a snake that we killed already, but have to refight, I suppose. Oh. Never mind, we're chilling. Never mind. All you gotta do is pump it full of a couple, I don't know, 9mm rounds, and it just dies. Pest Control hates this one simple trick. Remember, guys, if you ever find a little garter snake in your backyard, completely benign and harmless, pull out the Glock and everything will be okay. Danger noodles are chill when they're not trying to kill me with venom. If they're trying to kill you with venom, are they even danger noodles? Oh, I can't go through? What? Are you sure about that? Because I vaguely feel like I am supposed to go through. Okay, so we have this. We open this, and there's the medals. But where do we get the other one at? This is actually slightly alarming. Not enough to panic yet, but it does make you wonder. It really does make you think. That's how they got the name Danger Noodles. If anything, the non-venomous one should be called something else. So I'm like very intermediate. No, not even intermediate. I'm very beginner level in German. Deutsch, as they call it in the country. And one of my favorite things about German is that so many of the words correlate 1-to-1 or like really close. So to say like the cat in German, it's die Katze. Like you just add the word Z to the end of cat and that's how you say it in German, right? But then some words are so close to fitting, but then they just don't. Like the word for snail in German is Schneck. I don't know what the word for snake is in German, but I feel like it could have been Schneck, and then we could have just called snails snails. Like, I feel like it's not that complicated, but I think that they wanted it to be. And I know that English as a whole is just like a melting pot of all the other languages, but like, could we not have just picked like one to take most of our influence from? Like, I understand we've got like Latin roots and German roots and Arabic roots, but like, could we just stick to just one for now? And if we feel like we need to add more words later, like we can do that down the road. Like we didn't need to steal from everything all at once. Call a snail a schmail. That would only work if it was a male snail. Let's see. Okay, this is genuinely where I'm going to get a little bit confused. I think it's that one. We have to go all the way up the stairs and then all the way to the eastern wing of this, whatever you call this thing. Female. I mean, listen, whatever you do, don't look up female on your Google without safe search on. If you search up the words she and female by accident, or heaven forbid you accidentally search up she-male, you're gonna find results, and it's not gonna be what you're looking for. I can tell, listen, I'm not about to out myself, but like I will say, you accidentally put a couple of typos in the Google search bar, and you learn a whole lot about the world of adult film. Too much, I might even say. There are things that I know about the adult film industry I didn't need to know. And listen, like, I'm not trying to hate on anyone's hustle. Like, you do what you feel like you gotta do. But, it's bad. I've Googled it without the C and the F a few times. Yeah. Wait, sale? Wait, am I dense? Female. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no. We're saying the same thing. I'm just saying it in a more convoluted way. Yeah, you search that up and something else comes up. And it has nothing to do with snails. Well, that actually might not be technically true. There could be snails. Snail trails. I'm sorry. Listen, I don't feel good about that joke. And I think that says something. Okay, that's the last key use for the helmet key. I don't feel good about what I've said, but like, I don't know, man. Oh, fuck me, dude. Fuck me. 17 consecutive times. Okay, if someone asks me if I'm a virgin, do you know how embarrassing it is to say, well, I was, and then I fucked myself over? If we have to redo that 5-piece puzzle, I'm going to kill myself. I'm gonna fecking die if I do that really quick. Okay, hold up. Oh. I'm actually going to lose my mind. I don't want to push this. I don't want to do this stupid sliding puzzle again, okay? And if I have to redo the fecking jewelry box puzzle, I'm going to kill someone. And they'll probably be someone that deserves it. But, like, it's gonna be bad. Bad things are gonna happen. I love me some sliding puzzles. Not this one, you don't. Someone's just like, but I do like that puzzle. It's like, no. This puzzle is literally... You guys know that scene in the Trolls movie where it's like, why do you hate singing? And then the guy's like, because singing killed my grandma. That's how I feel about sliding puzzles like this, okay? This might as well have killed my grandma. Okay, and my grandma's still alive, so checkmate, atheists. Okay, just press it and run. Just press it and run. Strike, scream, and run. Nope. See, the problem is I always botch it because the camera angle changes mess me up. I don't think we make it, but we might. We're not going to make it. We didn't make it. We almost did. If we didn't finagle around this corner 17 times, we would have been fine. Yep, we hit it and run. Okay, okay. Hold up, let me bake. Don't you dare start sliding back. Don't you do it. Okay. Oh. It only took 3 times that time. We're so much better. Don't know how I feel about the saw trap sliding walls. Listen, no one does. Imagine if the battery pack was all that was back here. I would literally lose my mind. Oh, now we go in the tunnel. That's right. Oh, gosh, dude. Listen, I'd just rather not. Is that weird to say that I would just rather not have to do this? Like, I know no one's making me, but, like, we've come so far at this point. This has been 3 streams worth of playing this game. Like, I have to finish it. I gotta put me first. We don't need any of that. That's just world building. But no one cares. There's a switch. Yeah, we press the switch, it opens that up. I can't express how large of an urge I have to play more Hightail right now. Dude, I'm glad you invited me to that server. I'll have to, like, get help. I don't know if you saw in the group chat, I was trying to add the time zone thing like it said to do. And I can't figure it out. But we can work on that off stream. Yeah, but no, I'm hyped, actually. I've been needing to branch out and, like, interact with other streamers and stuff. I'm just really bad about setting things up. So, no, I'm excited. I didn't see much of the game besides just what was on stream. But, buddy, are you good? Why are you convulsing like that? I would rather not get spidered. Okay, we're chilling. It looked fun. I know you guys mentioned something about character customization, and if a game has character customization, like, that's pretty... Whew. I am god-awful at looking at chat and calls. Dude, I had a blast with the stream. I thought it was really fun. It was, like, super low-key, but I loved it. I had a great time. Molting spider that way. Is there anything this way? No, so there's just a molting spider down there. Awesome. We love that. Also, I'm on death's door, and I don't like that. Also, where did all the... I literally had, like, 60 bullets the other day. Where have they gone? Where'd my bullets go? Oh, man. I know, What? Is this where I just was? I'm so confused. Shotgun shells. That would be great if I had my shotgun on me. I did. I went the exact same way twice. This is why the camera angles screw me over like nothing else. Yeah, because it's this way. We need to go this way so we can get through. And then... Do we have to do the crank section again? Because that actually would kind of suck, I'm not gonna lie. We fecking do, don't we? Man, you know, I would just rather not. You know, and I don't mean to be a beggar or a chooser, but I just would rather not redo that section. Oh, big headshot. Okay, we're going to pick up this dagger and run immediately. Just so fast. Okay. There. Oh, he's not dead, guys. We'll take the blue orb even though we're not technically poisoned. Nope. Okay, I was going to say I can hear him walking. Okay, we're going to pick up this red herb just because if we find another green one, that would drastically help things. Let's see. We combine this with this. I can't believe we're out of pistol bullets. I was literally making jokes and goofs and gags about how we were never going to run out of pistol ammo in this. And now we're out of pistol bullets, and I don't feel good about it. We don't want to go that way just yet. Because that just opens out into the basement. And I'm hoping that there's healing or something down here. Oh, this! Okay, yeah. This is where we turn on the power for the elevator, which is good. That is very good. So for the chat, you just add time added and it should work. I was doing that, and then it kept asking me for what time zone I was in. And I put in all of the different, like, ways that I could describe the time zone, and it didn't like that. Is that everything? No, there's still an item around here somewhere. Oh, probably the way that isn't to there. Or is there something past here, mayhaps? There's something down here. I can tell because it's on the mini-map. Oh, it's probably the other red herb. I'm so stupid sometimes. Yeah, let's just go through the door. Especially before they get up and turn into Crimson Heads, or else we're going to have an issue. We unlocked from the other side. Fantastic. We really need to get to a save room. Because I'd rather not just die immediately. That's kind of a weird quirk of mine. I'm actually pretty fond of not restarting this game 70 times. Although, let me look more at it because it's also not working for me. Okay, well, I'm glad that you're also struggling with it. As mean as that sounds, because at least it makes me know that I'm not an idiot. Unless we're just both idiots, in which case nothing has been resolved. So I'm just going to say that it's the children who are to blame. Wait, what? It's in the fecking basement, dude. Like, I love Resident Evil 1. Okay, let me make that very clear. I love this game. I am so over this game. Okay? I've learned my lesson that playing this game twice within, like, even a couple months of each other just isn't, like, a fun thing to do. You know, like, it just isn't a great time to replay this game a bunch in a short amount of time. Some games, you beat them, you start right back over. Right? Resident Evil 2, I can play that game, start it right back over, and enjoy it again, okay? Resident Evil 1, if I played this game one more time after this, I would have an aneurysm. Okay? I would literally die. Because this game has so many small quirks and flaws that make me want to cry. Okay, that's one down. That should be two down. No? Yes, it is two down. Sick. There's a green herb. Yes. Oh, that one just got up. Let's combine the herbs before he attacks us, and everything will be a-okay. So we combine this with that. And then can I combine that too, or no? Hey! We're fine. Literally fine. Okay, we're chilling. I am going to go ahead and pick up this and then that, and then we're going to have a mix of green and red herbs, and then that'll be a good, like, full heal. I think that a green and red herb are almost or equally as good of a heal as the first aid spray is, so we're chilling. Alright, this door. Yeah, that's the one to the library, which, you know, whatever it feels like it needs to do. Oriental scroll on the wall, so not over there. Oh. Oh, there's just a cubby there. There's actually nothing that's actually there. Nothing that way, so we go this way and through this. Oh. Ooh. Hello, nurse. Okay. And then that just links around to that, so we don't need to do that. We need to go into here. We're chilling. Everything is actually gonna be okay, guys. I don't know why you guys were freaking out about me having to redo a couple minutes of the game. Everything's fine. Yeah, because there's the... I really don't want to redo that part. I'm gonna be so for real. Like, I'd just rather not, but it's not within my control. I'm hoping that by next stream... I'm hoping that we can finish this game today, and I don't know if that's actually feasible or not. I think we're getting close to the end. But I'd love for next stream to be Resident Evil 2, because, my gosh, this game, it genuinely kills me a little bit. Let's see. We go through here, open it from the other side, and now we just have to go do the whole courtyard section. Probably gonna pick up the shoddy. Because once those hunters start coming after us, like, we are going to die if we're just using a pistol. And that's not just a theory. That is a fact of life. Is it this way? I'm so bad at directions in this game. It genuinely starts to become a problem at some point. But we come down here, wrap around here, and then this should be the save room. And then hopefully... Oh, it's not this way. It's through here, too, isn't it? Oh, golly. Oh, yeah, we have to go all the way around. I remember now. But yeah, if we don't get the shotgun and put up some of our inventory space, like, we are just going to die. And it's not going to be just the best thing ever. Holy, I forget you have to literally go all the way around. This game loves this mansion, the Spencer Mansion. This is literally just the Crescent Hotel or the Stanley Hotel or whatever it's called, the hotel in The Shining. Like, the layout of it does not make sense at all, and they're just like, what if we made everything super like long and winding to get to anything? And then someone else was like, yeah, that's a great idea. And no one had the gumption to say, hey guys, what the hell was that? You know what? I'm just going to go in here. If something starts growling at me, hot take, I run away. That's generally my go-to strategy, is to leave. Yeah, I got nothing, LMAO. Don't worry about time zone stuff. Okay, listen. As long as it's not just me who is, like, struggling with it, like, I count that as a win. If you really do want to get it working, message the guy in DMs. You should be able to help, LMAO. Yeah. I figured it wasn't a huge deal, but I would have felt bad if it was, like, just me. We do need the crank. I mean, I want to grab the shotgun. Like, it would make me feel better about myself to have the shotgun. Combine that with that. That frees us up a spot. We can always take that if we have to. I think that we need the medals, but I forget where. I'm gonna save before we go because I don't want to do that whole thing again. I don't want to have to reorient myself through that whole experience. So we're gonna save like a coward. Also, there might be a document, so I'll have to grab that. I've never gotten all the documents in a playthrough of any Resident Evil game ever. And I would love to try and do it for 7 on this time around, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm so bad at vision and at finding things. It genuinely is a problem. No, I don't want to save. I do remember the game Cauldron you were playing on Wednesday. It would be hard to forget. I have bad memory, but if my memory was ever that bad, I would have some explaining to do, I'm not going to lie. Grenade launcher, metal object. The metal object is one of the 2 metal objects, and then the Mo disc, I have no idea where the hell that goes. I 100%ed it on Steam now, I may have a problem. It's only a problem if you let it be. It's only a problem It's only a problem. Someone put that as like their yearbook quote. Just see, I don't know where that is. I don't know where that growling's coming from. Don't like it at all. But no, someone put that as their yearbook quote. Just, it's just a problem, period. And then never elaborated on it ever. We'll go this way. And then, I just don't love this. I just don't love it. I don't love it. If my school actually did quotes, I totally would have done I may be stupid. But nah, that's it. I may be stupid, but I'm not an idiot. Shout out Spencer Shea, the real hero of iCarly, both behind the scenes and on the show. But no, my school, because I was on the yearbook team, and we did do some senior quotes. I put "You Can't Hold On" or "Life Won't Change," which is from Persona 5. And I also said that exact same line in my graduation speech. So, I think that I probably really like Persona 5. To have it as my senior quote and also be like the focal point of my my graduation speech. But it was really funny because it was like a class of like 17 students for yearbook, and only about like maybe 4 or 5 of us were trying, and everyone else just wanted to go home like all the time. And so all of our senior superlatives being like, who is, like, what's the best class couple, like that kind of thing, everyone just voted for people in the class. Like, we literally, every single superlative was just someone in the class. So, like, best couple, I don't even think anyone liked this couple, but they were like, yeah, we'll give it to her and her boyfriend because, you know, she's in the class. And then we did best driver, worst driver were both in the class, even though, like, which, by the way, best and worst driver are such weird superlatives to begin with, but we just gave them to people in the class. Like, most likely to be a superhero, give that to someone in class. Like, it was just so, and it was so, like, obvious that it just wraps back around to being funny. That everyone was like, you know what, guys? We could actually, like, choose people who these fit to. Or we could just say it's us and, like, you know, be done. It was crazy. The entire thing boiled down to literally, it was me and one other student and then our teacher. We're literally, like, revising the entire book, like, the day it was due. Imagine best and worst driver were just the same person with stupid text under each photo to make it funny. I mean, like, listen, not to dunk on anyone, but when you're like 16 or 17, you know, the difference between a good driver and a bad driver isn't that much. Like, you can only be so good of a driver by the time you're 17, and you can only be so bad of a driver when you're 17. Like, we're not talking about just radically different approaches, if you know what I mean. Like, we're not exactly punching up. How the hell do we do this part? I forget. Is there a crank on the other side? I always forget. But I just always will think that that's so funny. There were 17 of us in that class, and we had like 4 months to get a yearbook done. And in the end, it literally boiled down to me, one other student, and then the teacher doing the entire editing process. We had a team of designated editors. It was so bad. We literally had to skip like most of our last class of the day because we were just editing. I never put like much stock into like, oh, like literacy in students is going down. But it turns out that people are right about that. Like, people in that class, bless their hearts, could not write a sentence. Like, it was genuinely a problem. Like, every single sentence would just be, there would be typos, and there would be, like, spelling mistakes, and grammar mistakes, and punctuation mistakes. It was genuinely a problem. Like, people would just come over to me and be like, hey, Brett, do you know how to spell the word hot? Like literally that bad. Best driver, Cam. I picked up the people that couldn't come to school with the snowfall. Worst driver, Cam. I slid across the ice with everyone I picked up. Yeah, that's basically how I imagine that would go for the most part. But it was just so... That class, that was genuinely the most stressful period of my life. I was taking yearbook and 3D animation at the same time. And I don't know if you know this. 3D animation is really hard. Or maybe I'm just really bad at it. But either way, it was really hard. And I think that is maybe the most stressed I've ever been in my entire life. And I was like I was a senior in high school. And it was like, what if we made this year the worst year of your life? Like, what if we had you be responsible for everything ever? Because I was also doing an internship at the time, and that's also when I got concussed. So it was like the world being like, how many obstacles do we think we can throw in this guy's path before he, like, crashes on his bike? Like, that would be really funny, wouldn't it? And then I did, just continuously. And every time I was like, okay, there's a couple more weeks now. But I literally got to a point where for like a week my eyebrow was twitching uncontrollably. Like, I could not function. My eyebrows were on fleek and they were on tweak. Animation of any kind I really respect, even if it looks unnatural, it's still impressive. I'm not gonna lie, that class slightly ruined, like, animation for me, because now I know how hard it is, and I just think to myself, like, wow, these people really spent years of their lives for 3 seconds of animation that most people are gonna overlook. Like, it's genuinely a little bit hard for me to watch animated movies now and not be like, wow, this must have really sucked for this person. Okay. Item box. Okay, let's go ahead and do a cheeky little save here, because this is about where we died last time. In this heaven-forsaken cave. Okay, we'll grab that. Sick. We'll go ahead and put down save number 11 or 12. Listen, Mama did raise a coward this time. I want to get into an animation eventually. Gotta hone my skills in drawing digitally first, though. Well, I don't have to, but I want to. If you understand the principles of, like, animation before you go to 3D animation, it goes a lot smoother. Don't try and learn 3D animation and 2D animation at the same time. It will not end well for you. I can promise you that. You do, like, one at a time. You're like, okay, I'm gonna learn how, like, the basic principles of animation, like squash and stretch and, like, the in-between frames. You want to do that and not be like, okay, I'm gonna learn 3D animation, but as I'm learning 3D animation, I'm gonna be learning 2D animation, because it's just so much. And a lot of it does carry over. So if you're like, wow, I finally got the hang of 2D animation, you go into 3D animation, and it's like what I imagine driving a semi-truck is like if you've already driven a car. It's like, yeah, this is bigger and, like, probably a little bit harder to control, but, like, I'm probably not going to crash and kill anyone. I saw some videos on people just pausing animations on smear frames, and it's gold. If you've ever watched Naruto, there's a fight in Naruto Shippuden. It's Naruto versus Pain. Some of the in-between frames are so funny. It genuinely cracks me up. And it's funny because it's supposed to be like this super serious fight, but then you just have just the most bizarre looking animation you've ever seen in your entire life. It's great. Will I grab the shaft? Buddy, I know a thing or two about grabbing shafts, okay? A huge gaping hole? I have a gaping hole and a shaft? And you expect me not to say things? Like, come on, be so for real. Ooh, handgun mag. Sick. We will take that. Nope, not there. I think One Piece has some wild tween and smear frames too. I don't doubt it. I don't know much about One Piece, but I know that Luffy's power is like he's Mr. Fantastic, right? Your neighborly sheet poster. I love that name. Good game. Shame the enemies are a bit brain dead. It works out well for me because I'm so bad at this game. To this day, I've played through this game probably 4 or 5 times, and it's so bad. Basically, yeah, I watched like 3 episodes. I know he's like a rubber dude. Yeah, he's Mr. Fantastic, and you can't convince me otherwise. And I don't know which one came first, but he's Mr. Fantastic, and you can't convince me otherwise. Is this shaft hexagonal in nature? Chat, what kind of shape is that? Because that looks oddly circular to me. And then this is a round crank, I do believe, right? Oh, square? You think that I know shapes, guys? Hexagonal. Is that hexagonal? No. Is that hexagonal? Okay, guys, fun fact. Geometry was never my best subject in class, okay? I'll be so for real. I've never been a geometry guy. If you're just sitting in the stream, welcome. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. And let me know in the comments, in the chat even, what is your favorite Resident Evil game? I will say 7. And if you're not a fan of Resident Evil, then your favorite game that is a little bit spooky, a little bit mysterious. There are like 9,000 episodes, and I get why people might like it, but it's not for me. Hexagon is like 6 corners, right? Yeah, because Penta is 5. So you're right. Hexagon is 6. See, we learn in math here. Fantastic Four was in 1961. That's such a... Like, people are dead. You know, there were people born in 1961 who are dead now. There were people who were around for the Fantastic Four's debut. And then immediately after... Like, they made it all the way up to 2024, and then they died. And they never got a chance to see an actually good Fantastic Four movie. And that's so sad. No, that's where I got the shaft from. And that's where the gaping hole is. So we don't need anything with that. My first was 2, but I do like the RE2 remake. I don't recommend anyone to start watching One Piece at this point. If you want to get into it, wait for the One Piece to start getting made. I think dying is the sad part. I mean, maybe. They're going to fix the pacing and shorten the anime substantially. The rest is details. Listen, death can be sad, but not getting the chance to see a good Fantastic Four movie might be worse. Oh, I love this scene, guys. Let's take a look at this scene. Let's have a look at this masterpiece of a scene. I want you guys to pay attention to her reaction speed. Watch as this happens, okay? Really, really lock in on what happens, okay? Bam! Wow! A bullet! He got shot, guys! He got shot! Oh my... Oh. He got shot. Man, I sure wish I would turn around. If a bullet goes whirring past my head, I'm turning around immediately. I'm not gonna be like... Oh no, he's dead! Like, I'm gonna be whipping my head around like I'm whipping something else out. Like, I'm not gonna be like, Enrico, no! Like, I'm not gonna be like, that's the first thing I'm doing. The first thing I'm gonna do is make sure that I'm not about to get shot too. But he's like, well, this sucks about Enrico. I mean, we're gonna have to, like, tell his family and stuff. Whoever did this is definitely professional. He shot someone. That's it. He shot someone. What do you mean whoever did this had to be a professional? He shot someone. I promise you. Listen, I've never assassinated someone. Also, I'm going to commit a cardinal sin of Resident Evil, and I do apologize, but I don't have inventory space. And you might be saying, well, why don't you use the health instead? And it's like, I'm more worried about bullets than health. But he got shot. It's not like he was cyanide poison. It's not like he was injected with the umbrella that used to give people cyanide poison. Oh my! I hate my life, dude. This is also the same frick that killed us in one hit last time, and it made me really sad. Because I didn't know they could do that. Don't... Listen, Kermit. I understand you're upset because Miss Piggy's getting her own movie, but don't you dare get back up. Holy, dude. That genuinely... That spooked me. But I love this game so much. It's so unserious that I love it. We're never gonna peak as a society like we did with I Was Almost a Jill Sandwich. Like, we're never gonna cook that hard for as long as we live. Now, where was that thing that needed cranked? Because if there's one thing I'm really good at doing, it's cranking a shaft. There we go. He will commit heinous war crimes. I mean... Yeah, probably. Oh, there's another one. You. Nope. Nuh-uh. Haha. No, no. No, no. We're gonna sit you right back down there, bud. It's for your own good, I promise. Shoot, where the hell does this crank go? Nope, that's... Listen, we don't want to get Indiana Jonesed. Jonesed? Indiana Joned. We don't want to get Indiana Joned, okay? We don't want to get Indiana moaned or Indiana pwned. Alright, let's head this way. And we take a sharp left. And we might take another one. I could never with the security camera gameplay. It's a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. You get used to it eventually, but like not all the way. Because like you'll see when I play, every like 3 to 4 seconds I'll get turned around at some point. And that's just kind of how I have to live my life. See, this part scares me because it's super easy to mess up here. Like, if you guys think that what happened to us earlier when we died was, like, bad, just wait, like, a couple of seconds. Also, what is that? Oh, wait. I think I have to set a gun on that, actually, now that I think about it. Now that Yep. Okay, Jill, we're gonna do a fun little thing called... Oh, my... Okay, I thought we died. Who? Would have been peeved. Would have been peeved as punch. Because this is locked, right? No, it's not locked. Then what's the point of the hanger? I like that she almost just got crushed by a rock that someone definitely, like, pushed at her. And she's only mildly annoyed. She's like, man, that was close. I almost just got killed by a fucking rock. Well, anyways... Like, she's got no sense of urgency. It's crazy. I'm going to go ahead and use this so we can pick up more shotgun shells because I'm scared. I'm very scared. I'm not going to lie. I am afraid. I am very afraid. I guess we did get to here, though. And I don't know where the rock went, but... Just like the WWF in like 2000, I guess The Rock just left for Hollywood. Oh no. You know how easy it would be for them to just not make there be a spider you have to fight? Oh. Okay. Huh. Can you guys please not? Like could you guys just not today? Listen, I understand it's a giant spider. I understand that, okay? It's big, it's bad, but it's still a spider. Like, they're not bulletproof. If you shot I don't know, a tiger with a shotgun in the face, like, it's still gonna die. But no, because it's a slightly large, well, I mean, it is a giant spider, to be fair. But, like, because it's a big spider, like, all of a sudden it's bulletproof. And it's like, no! That's not how this works. If you're just tuning into stream, welcome. We just put down Charlotte. Oh. And this is going to be like Charlotte's Web 2, which is an actual movie that they did make. I used to love it as a kid. I did not realize he was still alive. But yeah, we just took out Charlotte from Charlotte's Web. If you're just tuning in, let me know what is your favorite Resident Evil game or your favorite spooky game in general. For mine, I'll say Resident Evil 7, but Resident Evil 2 will always have a special place in my heart. And now we have to pick this up because we have to claw at the door. Didn't know its exoskeleton is titanium now. It's like the adamantium of Wolverine. I believe we cut it this, right? Yep. I was going to say, this confused me for the longest time because I never knew how to get past this. And then I realized that there's a knife there for a reason. There's always something for a reason. I do desperately need healed, though. To the point where it actually kind of isn't funny anymore. But I also just realized that I do not have even one inventory space. So that's not, like, ideal. It's not something I love. See, and now, there's a map of the courtyard B1. See, I don't think I've ever even grabbed that before. That's how blind I am. There's nothing we can drop, is there? No, there isn't. This is actually kind of bad. There's a decent chance we're going to die here, I'm not going to lie. And you might be saying, well, just go back to the typewriter or the item box. And it's like, I could. Oh, wait, whoa. Not that. How do we do this? Oh, it's not locked anyways. Then, listen, I wasn't here in 96, 95, whenever this game came out. I don't know why they make the choices that they did. Maybe they had a really good reason. Maybe they were like, maybe we should just have some decor here. And you know what? That's their right. They're allowed to do that. I guess I can't run that way. Interesting. Interesting behavior. Okay. Okay. Oh, hexagonal, guys. Opinion on naked mole rats. If I can't be naked in public, why can they? Come on, Boulder. I know you want to kill me. I know you want to. I know it's what you desire. Oh, other way. Okay, chill. Oh, wait. Did we not spin it enough? I don't think we spin it enough. We have to do more tricks on it. I'm not even going to cap right now. I'm a little bit confused. Maybe if we just keep spinning it, something wonderful will happen. That's how you have sex, right? You just keep doing, like, spins and stuff and it works. That's how I've always been taught. Yep. And then go over here. And we're chilling. Like, it's not even a big deal. We've just almost been crushed by 2 consecutive giant boulders. That's like... That's like any other Friday. Do a flip on it. I've tried that before. They did not like it. I'll be so for real. They did not like it. Oh, golly. Oh, golly. What is this? Oh, this is right. I remember. We have to do some tricks on it, unfortunately. How do I get it off the wall, though? Oh, that. Okay. I remember now. This game and its finicky puzzles. Holy. Okay, that's that. And then... Okay, that one works automatically, so it's this that triggers that. It's like a piston. Okay. Crank that soldier boy. And that gets it away from the wall, because heaven forbid the lady just learned to grab it. and pull. She can push, but if you ask this lady to pull, she is not going to have even one single clue about what she's supposed to do. She's like, if she's ever been to like an Aldi's, she's gotten so confused because she's like, the door says to pull, and she's never been able to shop there. She just doesn't understand pull doors. She can only enter push doors. And don't get her started on electric doors, like the automatic ones. Whew. She's like, the store says it's closed, but the doors are automatic. This game's unbelievable at times. Let's see. One more. One thing I've always been really good at is lining things up with the holes they're meant to go into. That's always been a talent of mine. Feck me, dude. Okay, so we might be going back to the item box after all. Good to know, good to know. I forgot that you can't combine items in this game without having an inventory space open. You can't combine an item with something in your inventory. It doesn't work that way. Now, which way is this item box? Oh, we have to go all the way around. Lovely. At least we'll get healed this way, and if we die on the way, I'm going to crash out again. We're making, like, decent progress, at least in this stream. We shouldn't be too far from this nightmare being over. I say, as again, I will remind you all that I do genuinely enjoy this game. It's just a struggle sometimes. But yeah, we're getting close to Resident Evil 2 Remake, which I'm pretty excited for. Because I haven't played that game in a couple of years now, so a lot of that is going to be new to me. Well, new to me. Whereas this game I know, not like well, but I know it a lot better. Okay. And see, this part always confuses me. Because we're just literally in a maze now. David Bowie is going to start singing about some magic jump in a second. He's going to pop out of nowhere with elf ears and everything. And then Jennifer Connelly's going to show up, and who knows what happens then. Okay. I'm going to say, I don't think we need the medals, like, instantly. The cranks, I don't know enough about. We'll grab, there's a first aid spray in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. And then we'll go ahead and save again, just because I'm not redoing this whole thing. So we take that. Oh, we're still poisoned, though. Do we have any blue herbs? I don't think so. I don't really ever pick those up. I kind of just find them. Or I don't, and that's just kind of it. Huh. Well, we can live without it. I mean, maybe not, but we can try. Since when has someone died to poison? Like, there's a reason why no one picks poison-type Pokemon. Like, it's a valid point. What are poison types strong against? Nothing. He says, knowing very little about the type matchups of Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, I get the elemental pyramid. Like, I understand, grass is good against water because, plants drink water. And fire is good against grass because grass burns. And then water is good because it douses fire. But then earth is good against fire. Anyways, those three match up. But then you start getting into, like one of the Pokemon types is, like, dark. And it's like, well, what do you mean dark? Like, it's evil? Because then there's, like, light, I think. I don't know how to do it anymore. I don't know how to do it. And that's where Pokemon lost me as a kid. Because, like, looking at a Pokemon, I can't be like, oh, it's, like, got a lot of grass all over it. Like, I can use fire against it. It's like, no, it's slightly dark in coloration, so I gotta use, I don't know, fighting style Pokemon. Just don't get me started on the Pokemon matchups. It never ends well. I just like the way the cute creatures look, and then the games just passed me by a long time ago. And the same thing happened with Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to love Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Do you know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh? No. No one does. No one knows how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's impossible. There's 7 quadrillion rules, and whatever Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, you use, like, someone else is just gonna have a counter for it. Always. Forever. It never ends. Ever. I think it's in here that room was. But no, I love the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, like the first one. But if you actually try and, like, play Yu-Gi-Oh!, that game will ruin your life so fast. Where'd the shaft go? I mean, we would have had to go back anyways, but, like, if that's not evocative of just the problems I have with gaming, then I don't know what is. Because I do silly things and then I have to pay for it. Also, there might be something back here. I guess I should probably check. There's a first aid kit back here. Awesome. We love it. I had to run a command on my PC to get the Minecraft launcher to show up as an icon on my desktop. Computers are wild, man. I'm gonna be so for real. Like, I've fixed so many problems on my computer. I don't know how I fixed any of them. Like, I've made problems that were plaguing my computer go away, but I don't know how. Like, I just pressed buttons for a couple of hours, and then it worked. And if it didn't work, then I just pressed more buttons until it did. That is one area where I think ChatGPT is genuinely invaluable, is just running a computer if you don't know how to use a computer. Because it can just walk you through hyper-specific steps. And if you yell at ChatGPT because it gives you incorrect information, like, yeah, you'll probably be damned in the upcoming, like, robot apocalypse, but you're not hurting anyone's feelings, at least. Because if not, if you just, like, look up how to solve a computer problem, what ends up happening is you go to, like, 4-year-old Reddit threads of someone who has, like, a close problem to yours, but not the exact problem, and then it just never gets resolved. No one has actually ever fixed their computer before the age of AI. And that's true. It's never happened before. We need to pick up the shaft. Shaft, where are you? Shaft. There it is. Okay, and now we do a little bit of this, and then I think there's a puzzle we have to do. Yeah, you just have to line it up. It's not exactly rocket science. Granted, the sliding thing also wasn't rocket science, but we don't talk about that. I'm pretty sure this is literally just turn things. Not quite, I don't think. Yeah, there we go. Wow, what a great what a great puzzle, guys. Just press X. Press X. Press X. Press X. Press X. Press X. Am I done with the puzzle? Press X. You gotta love old game design, because they really did just put anything in games back then. They were like, we need a fun and intriguing gameplay mechanic. And then they're like, what if we just made it so where they have to just keep turning something? And someone in the office dramatically took off their glasses and was like, you're a genius. Let's just make the game longer and then they'll buy it. Did you want it to be like the hexagon puzzle? I don't know what you're talking about. There is no hexagon puzzle in Resident Evil 1. There's never been a hexagonal puzzle in Resident Evil 1. And honestly, I think that the idea that you think that there is a problem. I think you need to seek psychiatric help because there's never been a hexagonal puzzle in this game, ever. And that's true. You can fact check it. Oh my gosh. I'm imagining it jumbles the code. I didn't realize that they... Okay. You know what? That one's on me, but... Holy... Right back. Right back. Octagonal. I forgot the shape of it, my bad. No, there's no octagonal puzzle either. You're clearly delusional and need psychiatric help. 4231. Okay, 4231. There's no shaped puzzles in Resident Evil. You're delusional. Press 1, yes. Okay, we go 4. We go 2. We go 3. We go 1. It looks like the power has been restored. Yay! Goody! Just get me out of this tunnel system, please. Yes. Flick the switch.
Jill. Barry? Thank God you're safe.
You too, Jill. The noise I heard brought me down here. I didn't expect to find a place like this. Have any idea as to what might be at the bottom?
There's only one way to find out.
Pushes him over the ledge. Do you see anything now? Oh, he hit the ground. He's dead. Barry has got to be the most conspicuous guy ever. Like, you've heard of inconspicuous? No. This man is conspicuous. Oh, and this is the...
Hell is that sound? Could be a person. Jill, go check. We had enough surprises for one day. I'll stay here and secure our escape route. If anything happens.
There could be a person down here that needs help. Or someone who wants us dead. Jill! Go check it out. I'll stay here. This was your plan. I'm gonna secure our escape route? What do you mean? You're standing still. What are you securing? Oh my gosh. I forget how funny this game is. Oh my gosh. Oh. What the hell could that be? Hey you, go check it. That's literally how they'd be writing back in the 90s. They're like, we can't have the NPCs do anything. A garbage compactor? Guys, let's throw Barry in it. I'm so fucking funny. Is there, like, something down here? Or are we just chilling? I guess we could... I'm gonna be so free. I don't know what we're supposed to be compacting in the garbage. Some old supplies labeled waste materials. I mean, we could, like, if you really feel like it, we could, you know, compact those. Am I missing something? Did I miss, Oh, there's a door up there. Okay. I was gonna say, did I miss something? Because there's definitely nothing down there. Oh boy, this game is a trip, but I love it. Oh, that's an item box, isn't it? Listen, I'm going to make a very dense decision that I'm sure is going to come back around and bite me. I don't think we need the cranks anymore. And if we do, then God have mercy on us, because I'm going to not love having to run back. But I think that we're probably closer to needing the medallions. I feel like Jackie Chan. Did you guys ever watch Jackie Chan Adventures? That was like... I just didn't mean to climb down there. Jackie Chan Adventures was literally like so up my alley as a kid. Like when I think back to shows that I watched as a kid, it's like X-Men Evolution, Jackie Chan Adventures, Dragon Ball Z. I watched a lot of Chowder and a lot of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. And I feel like no one talks about either X-Men Evolution or Jackie Chan Adventures. And that was like the foundation on which the current person you see before you was built. That show is why I am the way that I am today. So if you ever have problems with me, take it up with... Oh, no. Oh, gosh, it's the Hunchback of Notre Dame. What are we gonna do? What does this switch do? What if I just hit that switch? Oh, this is where we have to deposit the shotgun. I remember. What are we gonna do? She moves like 3 miles an hour. Like Zoink Scoob. I've seen neither of those personally. You're missing out, my friend. Thank you for saying... Did I say Notre Dame? Fuck! No! You made me self-conscious. I said it correctly the first time, and then I forgot how I said it. I forget you have to be fast. Fast and furious? Nah, I'm fast and in fear. No! Okay, I'm just gonna go back because I'm gonna have to hit the switch again. Yeah, just get me to the switch, please. I'll wait. At every teacher, the second someone talks. I'll wait. Gosh, I hated school. I still hate school, and I'm not even in school. I just have that many, like, bad memories. Okay, it's down here, isn't it? Wait, what? Is this... I'm just so confused, dude. My up is down, my left is right, my... Everything that could go wrong, it's just a problem. Whenever I'm with anyone and someone else starts talking, I just immediately stop. My friends have fun with that sometimes. I can believe it. Listen, my, like, biggest character flaw is that I am not good at having communications if there's, like, more than 1 to 2 people present. Like, the second there's, like, 4 people at a gathering, that's when I, like, start to check out, because I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, we're not even talking. We're just in the same space. Like, there's only so many people you can interact with at the same time. A water bucket. Sick, bro. Okay, so this is what we're going to have to flatten, because there's going to be something we need in here. And I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out, I suppose. So we just have to dump this down the shaft, which is something I have said to a lot of lovers, just for the record. Okay, and then we send this down. You alright? You seem overwhelmed. Oh no, I'm not overwhelmed. I just get quiet when there's a lot of people and talking and oh. Yeah. If that doesn't sum up just so many things, then I don't know what does, because that is exactly how I feel. It's just like, you know what? I just don't love it. But no, I am interested, because I live in Missouri and it is currently supposed to snow. And when I say it's supposed to snow, I mean it's like supposed to snow. Please don't hit me, Lisa. Please leave me alone. But it's supposed to like actually snow, and I'm not gonna lie, since I never leave my house, I am excited. I'm excited for the sole reason that snow is pretty. And you can take that to the bank. Okay, so where... There it is. Hold up. Wait, how do I do it? Some kind of mechanical look. If you put something special on it. Okay, then let me put it down. Please. No. Stop it. Okay. Just let me do it. How? Does it have to be the normal shotgun? Does it seriously have to be the normal shotgun? Because that should have worked. What do you put on this? I guess I'll grab the normal shotgun and I'll grab the grenade launcher because it could technically be that too, I suppose. Lisa is such a terrible enemy in this game. She just never is actually a threat. She's just kind of mildly annoying most of the time. My GF at the time's grandparents' pipes froze from the storm last year. Got to like negative 38 Fahrenheit. Holy dude. I don't know. I don't even know what you do at that point. Like when it's that cold out, like what do you do? Skin someone and crawl inside of them? Like that's the only thing I can think of. Negative 38 is diabolical. Like, it getting to negative 7 here in the forecast for next week. You guys just... What the fuck, Barry? I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that he's a bad guy. I did not see what happened. So imagine... Okay, I want you to imagine for a minute. You are in the 11th grade, and you've never asked a woman out before, okay? And you finally work up the courage to ask out this girl that you have a crush on and is like a pretty nice person and a pretty cool person, okay? And so you ask her to get coffee with you because that's what people do for dates. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, that'll be fun." And then you go to the coffee shop, which is 30 minutes away, and you can't drive. So you have to have your mom drive you 30 minutes to the coffee shop, and then you wait there for an hour. And then you realize that the woman that you've been talking to has no sense of time and did not realize that you were supposed to be meeting up on that day. Okay, and so then she never shows up, and then you have to go back home after you haven't ordered coffee. And during all of this, some woman comes up to you and she says, "Can I give you a hug? I feel like God wants me to give you a hug." And you say, "Sure, give me a hug, random lady," in a coffee shop I've never been to before. And she says, "God's gonna find you soon." And then she just walks off. And so then you have to call your mom and be like, "Oh, we got the dates mixed up. I guess can I go home?" And so you go home, and then later the girl messages you, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't. Like, I didn't know we were supposed to do it today." That's what happened, Resi. That verbatim is what just happened, okay? Barry was supposed to be securing the escape route. We turn around for 5 seconds. We go back into the room, and then he leaves. Okay? Just like the girl never showed up to the coffee place, he leaves. He's a fake friend, okay? He gets your hopes up. You think, maybe we can all get out of this alive. And then he leaves. Okay, it's like Oliver and Company all over again. They just see the kittens and they're like, "Let's put them in a box out in the rain." And then they never come back. So basically, Barry used the escape route without us. Just to, like, surmise things. So I think we need the normal shotgun to do this. You should highlight that story on the channel. I might. All likenesses to real people, either either alive or dead is purely coincidental, and is used for entertainment purposes only, and it's in all. I don't want to get sued, man. And then later out, you find out you dodged a bullet because she's also in film classes, and eventually makes like a student film with her then boyfriend, and the entire thing is just mocking a mentally ill person. And then you realize that you dodged a bullet, and while hugging a random religious stranger in the middle of a coffee shop isn't like the most pleasant thing, you realize that it's probably better than being with someone who thinks making fun of disabled, like, mentally people is funny. So the moral of the story is, if a woman stands you up, it's probably a good thing. Not for you, like, right now, but, like, it is probably a good thing. So take solace in that. Is that the door? I'm getting turned around like I'm that fecking song that goes, "You spin me right round like a record, baby." I hate that song. I hate it. Today is just a day of hate, okay? And that's okay. Sometimes you just have to hate. Because if you don't have hatred on your side, like, what do you have? I've always said that the Reverse Flash is my hero because he just hates people better than anyone else. Okay, we're talking about a man that went back in time, and this is canon to DC Comics, by the way. This is a real thing that happened. He ran back in time to push Barry Allen, the Flash, down a flight of stairs as a child. That's, like, what he wanted to do. That's how bored he was. He was like, what would be really fun is running back in time and pushing a 10-year-old down a flight of stairs. And then he was, like, making him miss catching a baseball game in like, Little League. So, like, 8-year-old Barry Allen is like, oh, I sure hope I catch the ball in my catching mitt. And then the Reverse Flash is like, I'm a grown man. I'm going to run back in time and move your hand ever so slightly, so that you don't catch the ball. Like, that is psychotic. That is everything that I've ever wanted to be, is the Reverse Flash. Okay, he pulls off yellow. Okay, do you know how rare it is to pull off the color yellow? It's pretty hard. Also, I don't know if we have time to make this, because I might be about to get Lisa. Yeah, okay, we didn't make it. Ha! See, the Reverse Flash would have never had to go back in time to make Lisa miss catching a ball. She would have just missed the ball. Okay, we go this way. This is genuinely just so confusing to me. My goodness. Okay, this way. It's this way, and then it's down here. Yep. Can I please put the shotgun on it? Am I going crazy? I'm genuinely so confused. The Minecraft launcher removed the exe file from it so that it can't be added to Steam as a non-Steam game. It also explains why it was so hard to add to the desktop. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. I'm gonna have to look this up. That's literally what I've come to, is I have to look up where even am I? Nope, that's not the right button. Courtyard B2. Resi 1. Courtyard B2. Puzzle? Question mark? Not interested in AI mode. Oh. Okay. I'm an idiot. That makes sense, actually. Guys, you're not going to believe it. It was user error. You're not going to believe it, but this one is on me. I'm genuinely so glad that I just looked that up, because sometimes you look puzzles up and you're like, man, I could have solved that. I would not have figured this one out. I genuinely completely had a lapse in judgment. Give me the Logan Paul hat, because I just made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment. Okay, so we go down here, and we have to find the box, and everything will be sunshine and rainbows, and everything is going to be okay. I completely forgot that this box was here. Which is weird, because I've never said that before in my life. Usually I keep track of where boxes are at all times, you know, in case Papa gotta eat. Bento boxes, obviously. Nothing else. There we go. And now we crush the box, which I am very proficient at. Let me tell you something, brother. Also, I love that this game thinks that would survive what just happened. You're not surviving a hydraulic pressing down on you. Okay, you're simply not. You aren't gonna be able to just grab something from there. There will be nothing to grab. It melts the entire box, and then it's like, well, the flamethrower's okay. It's like, no, they're both destroyed. Oh, but it's a broken flamethrower. Yeah, it should be in literally 1 kajillion pieces. This game, man, we're getting close to the end, and I'm getting excited. Daddy's getting hyper. No, that's not just something I love. Oh, I genuinely thought she would have missed there. Can we get like a round of applause for her? She actually finally hit me. That might be the first time in this game that lady has landed even a singular hit on me. And usually I get hit on by a lot of women without the on part. Usually it's just me getting hit. Okay. So then we put the broken flamethrower on it, and the door swings open, and we're chilling. Okay. Go through here. We should be getting close to the end of the game by now. I don't know how close, but like, should be relatively close. Oh, snap. What is this? Oh, this is Lisa's room, isn't it? I remember now. I've played this game once or twice. Or 3 times. Or 4. Oh, this way. Okay, sick. Haha. Don't love that. Oh, there's snakes in the water. Great. I love that. First they're on the plane, and now they're in the water. Lovely. Surely there's, like, something down here to grab. Like a document. Oh, no. Oh, God, please no. Please? Please no. Oh. You have no idea how much terror was just in my heart. You've no clue how much dread just went through me when I saw that box. A family picture and notes. Hold up, let me read this. For the next new Steam game I check out, should I pick the one about depressive episodes and staying on a bed for weeks on end? The gambling slot machine that kills me if I don't make an increasing amount of money from gambling, or the capitalistic dating sim about alchemy and brewing potions? I have to say, I do love dating sims. I also love gambling. Depressive episodes and staying on a bed for weeks on end, you can just do that yourself. Like, you don't even need a game for that. You can just go lay down and not get up ever, and that is essentially playing the game. I do say, like, gambling, I don't know how much the game costs. It's probably cheaper than real life gambling. Probably. Yeah. This game's actually, like, super fucked up if you think about it. They injected, like, a little girl, like a 6-year-old girl with this virus. And, they just did that. They were just like, let's inject this little girl with all sorts of, like, spooky things. And then let's just not take care of her at all. And it's like, I didn't know you could do that. I thought there were laws. I thought this was America. Do I even have room to... Okay, I do. I don't think we're poisoned. At least I hope we're not. Chill. We're chilling. We're doing good. Good things happen to those who wait. Clover Pit it is. I have not heard of this Clover Pit. I'm assuming that's gambling. Because clovers are Irish. And also lucky, allegedly. Allegedly. It is the gambling game? I figured. Oh, and this is Lisa's cabin. Sick. We're chilling. We're gamers. Gamers. So I do believe we combine that with that. Combine that with that. Yeah, and then that becomes the stone and metal object. And that's what goes to the double doors on the, like, under the staircase. I forget where the other one is. It might be, we might have to go to, I almost just pointed again. You can't see it. That bottom, like, red box that has the 2 black squares on it. I think that's where we put the medallions, but I could be mistaken. Should probably save. Oh, a family picture. Sick. Yeah. Inside, red and slimy, white and hard. Don't know, Dad. Found Mom again. Attacked Mommy. She moved no more. She's screaming. Just want to be with her. Mom, where? I miss... This game is so sad. I try not to read the documents that closely because they make me feel bad about myself. And it's such a weird, like, tonal thing because, like, yeah, the game's, like, dark and, like, spooky, but it's also, like, incredibly campy. And then you read the document and it's like, here's this little girl who's done nothing wrong. Let's make her kill her parents. Jeez, dude, that bummed me out. I literally was watching a movie before stream called The Miseducation of... What was her name? Oh, Cameron. It was The Miseducation of Cameron Post, and it was like this Wallawa LGBTQ movie about like a gay conversion therapy camp, and it was so sad. And then I hop on stream and I'm having a good time, and then it's just like, Mommy, where are you? Like, can I have 10 minutes of just happiness, please? It is a good movie, though. It's on Netflix. The Miseducation of Cameron Post. Pretty solid movie. Very upsetting, but pretty good. 4 out of 5 stars. What is that? I think it's just a water bottle or something, but it's not something we can pick up. We will merge those because if worse comes to worse, we can just use them without a purpose. But I do believe... We also have to be careful because there could be zombies in this here forest. What we need to do is figure out where the medallions go. Is where the major issues lie. Where the sleeping dogs lie, as it were. Okay, we're just not there yet. That's fine. That works for me. Of course, if this isn't where they go, then I have no clue. Genuinely no clue. Oh. Hi there, buddy. I feel like a... Oh, I did not see you. Is he shirtless? Shoddy, what them things do? I sure wish I knew what any of those letters and words meant. Medal of the Wolf, but there's nothing unusual about it. And then the Medal of the Eagle is also nothing unusual. So I guess this isn't where we use these. What about you, actually? There's nothing... No, because this goes to the door. So there's something to do with this that we're not figuring out. Because that's a shape of some sort. And I don't know what shape that is, but it's not a circle. And then those are all talking about lines. Is there something around the back? I guess not. Kneecapped, I love it. I mean, that's all for the tunnels, I think, right? I don't think there was anything we missed in the tunnels. But we've used like all of our keys. I thought I heard a zombie. We've used like all of our keys though, and so I just don't know what's left. And I'm going the wrong way again. This is a thinker, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot you gotta kinda consider about life when playing Resident Evil 1 in the year of our Lord 2026. It's a lot. I do wonder, is there anything out this way that I can do? Because I genuinely forget what's this way. Because it could be anything. I mean, it's probably not anything, but like it could be. Oh, this is just this place. So there's not going to be anything there. If I was 2 medallions, where would I go? Probably home. Honestly. If I was in this situation, I'm just leaving. Like, I know that there's, like, zombie dogs, and that's why, but I think I'd rather face, like, a couple zombie dogs than, like, 20 zombies. You know what I mean? It's the horse-sized chicken or chicken-sized horse. I saw the notification. I just forgot about it the instant it got away from my FOV. You're all good, man. I'm glad to see you. Join the stream. How you doing on this lovely Friday afternoon? There's got to be someone we're missing. There's got to be something. Also, I love that emoticon. Decent at best. My brother, you deserve a little bit better than decent at best. Okay, I'll be so for real with you. I'm going to need you to get those numbers up. Ooh, shotgun shells. I love it when I open a drawer. What kind of camera mode does this game use? This game uses fixed camera angles. So every time I move, the camera angle switches. I have no control over the camera. It's messing with my brain. It is actually kind of surprising to me because Resi was saying the same thing about the camera. It does mess with mine too. I didn't realize that people didn't know that this is like how some games used to work. I guess there aren't that many that have fixed camera angles. But yeah, there's no I have no input on how the camera moves. It just moves when it moves. It's kind of a bygone era. If you're just tuning into the stream, though, let me know. Do you have a favorite Resident Evil game? And if not, what's your favorite spooky game? As you guys can tell, I'm also a big fan of Majora's Mask, which I would say is, like, relatively spooky. It's up there, at least. If it does make you feel any better, though, the camera angle in this game also does mess with my brain. I get turned around a whole lot. I guess we can try going upstairs. I haven't played any Resident Evil games, to be honest. Hey, that's fair. I mean, there are just so many games these days that even something like Resident Evil that a lot of people consider to be just like a classic, like you can't play every classic game either. Like, I've never really played Metal Gear Solid, but like people swear that that is like the best gaming series ever. So I don't blame you. It's hard to play every game ever. What am I missing? I know that I'm missing something. My favorite horror game is a French one that I forgot the name of. Not the French. Now I'm curious. I didn't know. This is some forbidden fruit that I've not heard tale of. I was unawares that there was such a thing as a French horror game. I thought living in France was scary enough. I'm so funny. It gets progressively scarier and it gives you a false sense of hope each time you feel safe. All the best horror games do. All the best scary movies do that too, in my opinion. The second you start to feel safe and then something pops up, that's like way worse than just something that goes at you 90 miles a minute. That's why I love a good slow burn horror. So we've got 2 medallions that go to heaven knows where. And we've got one of the octagonal things, I think. Okay, so we got one in. Wait, what did it say about that? So, okay. Oh, I can't, like, combine it, unfortunately. So, can I not put this in? Can I just leave it there? Pretty please? I can. Okay, that at least frees us up an inventory slot. So we just need the other stone and metal object. We just have to figure out where it is. Because I feel like I've explored basically everything, haven't I? Unless it's that, like, circular room in the bottom left. If you're just tuning in, welcome to stream. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. But where does that connect? How do we get to that circular courtyard? These are the questions that keep me up at night. Because it wasn't in there. All I know about the Resident Evil games is the fact that they exist. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, you probably know more about the Resident Evil games than Amish people do. They probably don't know it exists at all. I shouldn't say that. The Amish might. Maybe the Amish are huge Resident Evil fans. I wouldn't know. And there's one bit too many versions. I love Resident Evil, and there's like 70 games. So even a diehard Resident Evil fan here, I would agree. There are too many. You're speaking straight facts. So I'm thinking it has to be that circular ring, because I don't think I've gotten to that. Unless that's the Aqua Ring, in which case I have explored it. In which case, I don't know, we're screwed. Huh. What to do with the metal statues? Because I don't think there's nowhere to go. Yeah, we open that and immediately there's like a couple dogs. And it's like, oh no, 3 dogs. We haven't dealt with that before. It's too dangerous to open this door. She's really fought a giant snake, a giant spider, like alien hunter things, and then she's like, there's like 4 doggies out there. I don't want to die. And it's like, I guarantee you it's safer out there than it is in here. I will give you a money-back guarantee that is a true statement. It is not safe in this mansion. What are you doing? Is there another elevator floor we haven't explored? Because I am afraid that I am stuck. Quite frankly, call me the guy in 127 hours. I am stuck. And I don't want to cut my own arm off, but sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do. And right now, I am just completely and utterly stuck. And it's humbling. It's very humbling, actually. Let's see. That gets us to here, but like, we're just going around in circles. We're just spinning like a ballerina. If we just hop in this, where will it take us? Nobody knows. That's the thing about elevators. You never know where they're going to take you. People think escalators are bad. At least escalators can't break. Oh, it literally just puts us in the basement. Yeah, that doesn't help our cause, actually. I'm trying to remember, what did... Because we spent a long time on that octagonal puzzle that we don't talk about. But I'm trying to think what the reward was for that. Because I'm not sure if we've been... Well, no, we have to be, because we don't have any more keys. But there was a room somewhere. I'm just going to have to look it up. Damn, but I got hella lucky. I got a jackpot already. I can't believe I'm having to look this up. What was the last thing that happened? We got... after visiting Lisa room? The underground laboratory. Wolf and eagle. I'm playing as Chris. I have a wolf. I need to find a fountain. I just saved... Are you in the mansion? If you need the battery, who in their right mind would think to do that? The elevator and battery slot. I'm so confused. Open the catacomb door. The fountain? The catacomb? I'm so lost. I'm going in circles. The roofed passage to the garden shed in the courtyard. You can remove the first one from its place in the roofed passage. Where's the roofed passage? Oh, wait. That can't be right. Hold up now. There's no shot that that's what it is. I would remember if that's what it was. I think. I think that I'm just being lied to by the internet at this point. Because there's no shot. That's not what it is. Who knew? We started off so strong and now we've just hit a wall. And unfortunately, this isn't like a Berlin Wall situation. This wall is not falling. It's like a Great Wall of China situation. Like, we're not putting them under siege, guys. They've spent a million kabillion years building that wall. We are not, like, we can't invade them anymore. They got us. They got us pretty good. Let's see. We'll see. I'm not against trying to figure out if this is true or not. I just think that it's not. Because it's saying we got to go retrieve an object that we used earlier. And I don't think that that's true. That would be a really weird gameplay mechanic because there's no indication that that's what you're meant to do. Unless I am just genuinely insane and just having severe lapses in my memory, which is possible. It's happened before. We go all the way around. Okay. We go all the way around town. And then what? And then what? Okay, this way. Stay with me, camera guy. I genuinely refuse to believe that this is how the puzzle is solved, but I am grasping at straws here. Are you fecking serious? Why? Why is that how you... Why is that how you figure out the puzzle? I mean, I'm so glad that I looked that up. Not in literally, you know the saying, like, give an infinite amount of monkeys infinite amount of time and infinite typewriters and they'll recreate the works of Shakespeare. You could have all those variables be the same, but it's just me in this game. Give me an infinite amount of time. I'm never going to check a key that I already put in place to go to just a completely different door. Does that make me an idiot? Maybe. Maybe it does, but that's such a weird... Why? I don't get it. I don't understand. But you know what? If it gets us out of this game, then whatever, man. You know, like I can deal. Okay? Listen, I might not be the one playing the gambling game, but I can deal. It's just Frank, this might be the last time we're seeing you, buddy. I have to be careful because he can't hit you through that. He has done it before. And it was not pleasant. Let's just get out. Let's just go. Let's just leave. Okay. So then we put this in. No, I know that we do. Hold up. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Finally, the double doors are open. Okay, we go through here. 2 emblems fit neatly into the door. Open it. Yes, open the door. We've been literally waiting 10 hours of stream to get into this stupid door. Just let me in. To make sure no one's messaging me. I am slightly worried about the incoming storm. I am not going to lie. Not for my safety, just as it's going to be mildly inconvenient. Hopefully, there will be a stream on Wednesday, but I'm not sure. I don't want to make any guarantees that I cannot ensure that I keep. But I do plan to stream that day. It is up here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's like in a weird little cubby. We're going to save here because I think this... We're getting close to the end of the game. I'm thinking that we finish it in this stream, but who knows, honestly. It could really go either way. It could go any sort of way, just probably not a good one. Okay, then we run down. We sprint down. We'll drop off the ink ribbon. I'm kind of thinking we might need... because we don't have that much ammo. We've got 6 in the shoddy and 14. I think that we're going to have to take the grenade launcher. And I don't love that. But like the grenade launcher and like 6 extra shells should work. And then we have 2 healing items, which we probably don't honestly need, but oh well. Okay, I can hear spiders, which I don't like just right off the bat. I want to make that clear. Okay. Yeah, this is not happening to me in real life. I would kill myself before I tried to survive this mess. That's my... If I ever encounter, like, Jason or Freddy, I'm killing myself. That's how I avoid them. Is I finish the job before they get the chance. There's no way that I'm going to get brutalized by some mask-wearing freaks, okay? I will do the job myself. And you know what? I'll probably be more efficient. Okay. Oh, guys, it's Barry.
Jill, you're alive.
Shoot him.
I was worried because I thought you were...
Ha! Ha!
Start talking.
Ha!
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me.
Fucking got his ass.
Don't lie to me.
Just instantly got him. Oh, that is so funny. Oh my gosh, that thing is horrible. She really said, call an ambulance, but not for me.
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun.
I think if I say no, he'll die, so I will give it to him. I don't trust him, for the record. But I literally have to, or I'm pretty sure he'll die, and the entire point is that I'm trying to save all the characters I can currently. This is a really stupidly easy boss fight, though. It's not even a boss fight, truth be told. You literally just push things over and you win. It's a really cleverly designed thing, because you see 4 things right around the corners, and you're like, oh, I wonder if that has anything to do with beating the boss. And then you do it, and it's not about, like, it's part of beating the boss, you just win. That is the boss fight. This is how the boss fight always is. You just... She just goes. She's like, okay, I'm done. And she's just gone. It's always that easy. Barry, where did you go? So I like that he's like, here, we'll fight it together, and then he just doesn't.
I don't believe that thing's really dead. Leave this place up to me. Go on ahead.
Okay.
Jill might be the stupidest person in any game ever. Granted, I did give him his gun back. Like, that's on me. But, like, in universe, if someone leaves me and, like, presumably shot Enrico and, like, has made it clear that he wants me dead, and then he's like, I'll hang back, you go ahead. Like, I'm not falling for this trick twice. I wouldn't have fallen it for the first time, but I'm definitely not going to do it twice consecutively. Oh my gosh. This game. Oh. It's just one bad decision after another. You know what I mean? Like, at a certain point, like, I can only be me. Shout out Mars Argo. Wolf shape. Okay, we do have the wolf medallion. Just shove it in the hole. Then we go around the other side and shove that in the hole, and then everything can be okay. We can all go back to normal. Okay, eagle. Yes, sick. We're making progress. We're getting rid of our items. That's all that we've ever needed to do. Why does every Resident Evil villain / game just have to have... This is insane. This is H.H. Holmes levels of debauchery. How do you design this? You have to be like a sick pervert to even think of these ideas. Like, what do you think's going on in these houses that warrants all of this? It could be anything. I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason to have an elevator in a fountain. All right, listen, just get me out of this. Just get me out of this game, please. I can taste Resident Evil 2 on the horizon. All I need to do is reach it. I'm pretty sure this is where we're going to need the ammo disc. I'm pretty sure. And then there's ink ribbons here. We can pick that up. Okay. Yeah, pick up the ink ribbon. We'll save, and then we'll move beyond our way, because I ain't sticking around for much longer. We should definitely be able to finish the game in this stream. I think it's pretty much over at this point. We've got like one boss fight, maybe. Maybe, and that's like being kind of generous. Unless I'm just forgetting a whole bunch of stuff, like this is kind of the game. Save successful. Okay, chill, chill, chill. If we can, we'll grab another first aid box. Do I want to do that, or do I want to just grab more ammo? Because I don't have the Magnum, so there's no point in grabbing the Magnum rounds. I don't know how you get the Magnum in Jill's playthrough, or if it's literally just keeping Barry's gun, but then I feel like he dies, so I have no idea what happens if you don't give him his gun back. I don't think I've ever chose that. Yeah, there's kerosene, and like I don't like that, but I don't think that we need to be burning all the zombies, because that takes up 2 inventory spots. I'm not Oprah. I don't have infinite things to give away and take up space. Oh my. I also don't have infinite ammo, but Jill sure acts like I do. Okay. Listen, just don't panic and everything will be fine, I think. What's this? Another ammo disc, or is it the same one? Why are there 2? It's locked electronically. Okay. Sure. I wonder what's down here. I kind of forgot about this little section, to be honest. It's not very long, though. Okay, he's down. Sick. We're gaming. He's back up, sure. Power area. Okay, so that's probably the power room. That's something, I presume. Okay, this door. We'll try these doors. I love those, like, scuba windows. I've always been a big fan of those. I think we need to incorporate more circles in architecture. Okay, there's a computer here. And then we have to do... I remember now. Okay. I know we have to find the password to this, obviously. But... back? How do I just stop? GFNN, yes. Yes, that is the password, trust me. Okay, so can I just... Okay, I was gonna say, can I please leave this? What is that? Oh, VAct. Is this just more... That's just more lore. We don't need that. Lore is for dummies. Appears to be broken. Sure, why not? Corpses in the fridge. You gotta love that. I am gonna examine this because... Rebooting a system. Sure, it's 1200. Because I'm trying to figure out if these are literally just the exact same thing. And if it is, then why are there 2 of them? For rebooting a system. Okay, so maybe you just have to do it twice. I don't know. Cadavers are frozen. That is not a good sign. Oh, there's something in there. Defense battery. Sick. Oh, there's nothing back here. That's anticlimactic, I suppose, but whatever. So we have to figure out where the code is. If I was a code, how would I go about being discovered? That's a good question. I don't know. I have not the slightest idea. Okay. Well, first of all, we're going to have to put Granddad down for his nap. Okay. So which doors have I not tried? This one. Okay, we haven't tried this one. That is promising, at least. First aid kit. We don't really need that this second. What about in here? Okay, we're making progress. We're inching towards the finish line. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need inventory space now. I kind of forgot about that part. The researcher's letter. Self-destruct. Security system. Using my name and your name as the password. So we know that part of it is John. John Ada. Oh, is that literally the entire puzzle? A memo on the message board catches your attention. There's something scrawled on the mount pad. Use the electronic door. Place the initials in alphabetical order. Oh, this, I presume? Yeah, Alex Betchett. Okay. I see the problem. I see the vision. Okay. Space put an X-ray photograph, but the computer is what I'm currently concerned about, because I would need to offload some of these ammo drives. Can't use it here. Then where? So we'll need to free up inventory before we can do that puzzle. And then there's another door at the end of this hall, which may or may not be electronically locked. It's locked. Okay, sick. And then to get into here, you have to have the door locked to get through there. Okay, cool. So, did I pick up the MO drives for nothing? Because if I did, that's actually kind of funny, because I've been waiting to use the MO disc, and then they immediately gave me a second one. And I don't know if you use both of them. Locked. That's the cadaver room. Okay, we just need this one to go down. The problem that I'm worried about is I'm pretty sure these are all just going to reanimate into Crimson Heads immediately. And that's not like a huge deal. It's just going to tear through our ammo, because the Crimson Heads are just sponges. They're just sponges. And it's not like, not SpongeBob, like in a fun way. They just kind of do things. They're 100% going to pop up when I pass back through. You can take that check to the bank and cash it. Soon as I walk back through, they're popping up. Okay, it's not a secret. Okay, so I guess what we need to do is we can drop the shotgun. I guess we have no need for it. Sure wish I had the Magnum, but I made a poor decision, I suppose. We've got 18 rounds with that. That's probably fine. I really feel like as soon as I put the ammo discs down, I'm just going to need them. So I'm not going to put them up, but I did free up 2 inventory spaces, which is kind of sick. Are you going to pop up? See, I don't trust it. Just as a whole. There's not a lot of things that I do trust. Some people say that I'm insecure and paranoid, and that's why I don't trust things. It's because this game has caused me irreversible trauma. Trauma that cannot and will not ever be undone. Okay, so this, I believe, is the X-ray room, if I'm not mistaken. I deaded? How can you die gambling? I didn't gamble hard enough? Imagine if you went to a casino and if you lose, you die. Like, that's the worst possible business model, right? Like, I'm not stupid. That would be the worst way to do that. You want to kill the winners, not the losers. The losers take all your money. Oh, not there. This one. And, oh, yeah, I remember reading that. I do recall. Initials in alphabetical order. Dying would probably be better for some people if they lose everything. I mean, you're not wrong. But, like, it makes most sense for the gambling place to want the winners gone. Because the losers, you know, get addicted and then maybe they come back. And that's, like, a good thing or something. We press the switch. Part of it is glowing red. Part of it is glowing red. Did that do it? It just is that it? Because that should be alphabetical order. Alex, Clark. Exchange the position of the X-ray. No, don't exchange. Ed. They're literally in alphabetical order. There's nothing to change. John Ada, okay. So I think that's the code to the computer. I thought we had to actually figure out what it is, but I suppose not. It's just in the document, which is convenient for me, don't get me wrong. But maybe that opened up one of the levers, and then we can go open up the other lever by now because we have the password. Is my hope. Should be through here that the computer lab is. I have actually never been gambling now that I think about it. I've played a whole lot of poker in Red Dead Redemption, and that's pretty much my only experience. Okay, so let's try this. So it should just be John Ada. And if it's not, then we know we've erred. Okay, John. Imagine, this is like grandma password level. This is so bad. Please never set your secure, like, conspiracy level password to just be your name and someone else's name. Do I literally just put in the password again? Okay, so there is a different password for that floor. What about that one? Can I open that one? Okay, we unlocked the basement floor, the third floor at least. Okay, we're chilling. So we need to figure out how to get the B2 floor, and we don't know how to do that just yet. I've never gambled myself either. I mean, it's probably like a good thing to keep it that way, right? Like, we can all agree that gambling isn't like the best thing. Granted, like no, that's so stupid. They would never do it. It reminds me I think it's the Marvel's Avenger game that everyone hates. There's a scene where Miss Marvel figures out that the password to Tony Stark's computer is I am Iron Man. Like that's what his password is on his computer is I am Iron Man, which is literally his like catchphrase. Oh, we're on the third. Oh, wait. Okay. We're going to go ahead and just nuke them out of existence. They never really had a chance, to be honest. I need to go up and around, and it's the second door. That's through here? No, through here. Okay, sick. But yeah, no, I remember I watched a review of it, and they were like, his literal catchphrase is his password. Like, this is supposed to be one of the world's smartest men. And he's like, I'll use the thing that I say every appearance as my password. They'll never suspect it. Slide filter? An X-ray photograph. Not human. I don't know how I feel about that one, chef. Guys? Guys, he's right behind me, isn't he? Dude is, like, posing for my thumbnail right now. What a generous guy. I've heard about getting your back blown out, but holy, dude. A fax? That's what we're doing? Damage, sure. More than half the researchers been infected have died. T-virus infection. Quick actions are something. Running loose inside the compound. The success actions will be taken to prevent our research from being made public. We expect the first police intervention will come from the stars. We suggest taking measures against them first. Okay, so we've still learned nothing. If we had an ammo disc, you transmit. Okay, let's do that. We'll put in the first ammo disc, and we still have a spare. Oh, we need the ammo disc to do those. Okay, so we do need all 3. Okay, we're chilling. So, I wonder where the side filter goes. And what's in there, also. There seems to be something behind this sturdy door. Open it. Why not? Warning, label may explode if staken or jarred. Well, it's already in a jar. My friend just bought me Deltarune. I've actually never played Deltarune or Undertale. Those both just kind of went and gone, and I've never played either. I'm not super... There's going to be like a really like shallow criticism. I don't love pixel art most of the time. Like Stardew Valley, it works for me, but something like Undertale, I just don't like the way it looks. And that's like, by definition, the most shallow reason you can have to not like a game. But like, I don't know, man. I want it to be pretty. And I feel like it isn't, and so I've never played it. But I do hear that it's like really, really good. It's literally the only issue is just I don't like the way it looks. I recently started my playthrough with Friend. Oh, hold up, someone sent me a message. No, they didn't, just kidding. I love my phone, dude. I got like an hour into the game so far. I know that those games are pretty replayable, I do believe. Because there's multiple like paths you can do. Like I said, it's never really been my thing, but, you know, people like it. I'm glad that it exists. It's just not my thing. I give Sans a Brooklyn accent because it's funny. I also never fully understood the Sans like love, because I know it's Megalovania, right? That's the like anthem of a generation. It's like an okay song. Like it's catchy. Like the beat is nice, but it's like for a while there, the entire meme of the world was like, it's Megalovania. Let's get Sans and Smash Brothers. And it's like, if that's what you want, like if you're cool with that, like I'm cool with that. So, do we have, no, that's not it. Do we have any files? Oh, this is probably what we need. Red colored slides inside, nothing's inside. Okay, so I'm going to assume that we have to use that with the x-rays in the x-ray room. And that might give us either an MO drive to be used, or we can open up that electronically, because we're going to need to get through that door at some point. So we go right back down to where we came from, and in a minute we'll go right back up. I told you! I told you guys that was going to happen. I hate the Crimson Heads, dude. I don't like things running at me. Okay, at least Jack Baker and Seven and the Tyrant and 2 have the generosity to just walk angrily at you. I hate things running at me. Knock it off. Okay? Oh. The Crimson Heads are just literally a nightmare for me. It's not even to the point where it's funny. It's literally just scary. Okay, now I just have to figure out how we use. I'm so aware of what the sign says, but where do we use this? Because it gotta go somewhere. Is there the projector back here? Where's the projector at? Because it's somewhere. Because when we turn this off, it goes to there. Press it, yeah. Part of it is glowing red, part of it is glowing red. Yes, I am aware that there are things glowing red. Unless it says place the initials in alphabetical order for the parts of the body, which I suppose could be technically correct. So it would be colon first, and then that's the esophagus, so CE, and then that's the lung, I think. Part of it is glowing red. So if I just exchange it, does that do it? Part of it is glowing red. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am very confused. There's no change. Exchange. Okay, so it has to be this way. Exchange the position. No, no exchanging. Okay, I'm going inside. What do you want from me? A B C D E F G H. Like what else could it possibly be? To use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H? Or is it A, C, E, G? Ace G? Do we try Ace G? Ace Egg? Ask. Because that is literally the only other thing I can think of. Is that that's what it means? Because it said to use the electronic door. So I'm guessing that it was for a purpose? I hope? I'd rather if we put in that effort for some reason and not, like, no reason. But, I mean, listen, what do I know? So where is that computer at? It's over here. Okay. Yep, we can log in. It's John Ada. We know that much. John Ada. Grandma's first password. You can never forget. You never forget your first, is what they say. And then it should be B2F and then ACEG, potentially? But why not, though? So what would the alternative be? BDFH? Unless the password is ABCDEFGH. No, because there's not that many letters, I don't think. But we can try it. To use the electronic door, put the initials in order. And then it was Alex, Charles, Ed, and Gail. So I'm really struggling to see how it's not ACEG. I'm trying to think of any other... just any other way that would make sense. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not coming back with answers. Magnum rounds. Again, can't do anything with those currently. We can't go into there, I do not believe. I don't think there's anything with the cadavers? Information management. Like, there's nothing back here, I don't think. Chemicals we've never seen. Yeah, there's nothing back here. It's just cadavers. It's just dead people in a freezer. It's just Ed Gein's wet dream. Like there is no substance. Part of a corpse lies on the operating table. Are you hungry, folks? Like what do you want me to do? For a second, actually, let's assume we switch the two. I don't think that this will do it, but I do have one last Hail Mary before I go and have to look at things again. I have one last idea, because there's only one possible combination. And so I wonder if it's actually AGEC. Because it would be Alex, Gail, Ed, Charlie? Nope. Okay. It was worth a try at the very least. It was worth a try. The alternative to that would be what? B... Okay, because Charles switches with Gale, and Gale's was H, so it would be A, H. Oh my gosh. F. H? No. Okay, Alex, and then it would be Gale Holland, so it would be A, H. I'm probably drastically overcomplicating this. I just want to make that clear. The puzzle is actually probably really simple and I'm overthinking it, but I am genuinely a bit confused. A-H, because it would be Gale, and then in the middle would be Ed. So A-H-G? Because Ed would be F. And then D? Okay, listen, it was worth a try. I listened to Bird Brain one more time and it's stuck in my head again. I have listened to it a couple of times since you introduced me to it. It is very catchy. It is a very, very catchy song. I will never disagree with that statement. Low-key, A-bop. The same, like, 3 lines are repeating. That's how a lot of songs are, though. Like, there aren't very many songs that get stuck in my head, and it's, like, the full song. It's always just part of it. Yeah. Can't get into there, can't get into here. So we're just, like, at a complete loss right now. Because B2 is locked still. There's nothing we can change about that fact. B3, we've got the fecking X-rays. That's like our best lead right now is X-rays. And I don't like that fact. That does not spark joy. A dirty lab coat, there's no ID badge. Is because this is where we got the film at. And then there's not this time, buddy. Not this time. We put in the MO disc over here. So that all makes sense. That all tracks. I'm gonna pick up these as well. But now the question just becomes what the heck happens next, because this it looks like a refueling device. That we need to get the next floor open. I don't care how my brain operates sometimes. I thought to myself if I could make multiple lines from the song play at once, and yeah, I could for a solid 20 seconds. It was just an overlapping clusterfuck of vocals. Head was too noisy. I have a lot of friends who do Mary Jane because of that exact reason. Their head gets too loud. I've only accidentally used, and both times were like genuinely kind of traumatizing for me. The second that I get any sort of buzz, I start freaking out because I start to... It's weird for your head to be that noisy and then just not have any noise. Like, it was genuinely maddening. And so that's why I'm a teetotaler. Thanks for coming to Storytime, kids. Okay. EF. I am just trying so hard right now. It's not even a bit at this point. What is the point? Because we turn the light off. Okay. And then the colon is glowing. And so, like, that's fine. But then it looks like... But then I'm pretty sure when we exchange it, nothing happens. I overwhelmed the hell out of myself right there, and I'm tired now. I'm sorry, dude. That actually doesn't sound pleasant, I'm not gonna lie. I am not jealous. I'm sorry that that happened to you. C E Oh wait, hold on. L What would that one be? Is it CELL? Is the password cell? Because colon, esophagus, lung, or liver, lung. I'm kind of thinking that the password is cell now. That I really use my critical thinking skills. Listen, I'm not trying to make excuses, but trying to be entertaining and also think critically is not a skill I'm good at. I am in fact very bad at it. But I'm getting better. I get tons of energy, but I don't control how I use it. And I use it all super fast like that, and I just get eepy. And it's the same thing with cats, I think. Cats wake up at 3 a.m., they zip around the house, and then they go back to sleep. And I think that in a lot of ways we should try to be more like cats, honestly. I keep pressing the escape key, and I don't love that. John... It's like the 4th time I've put in this password. It just gets a little bit more depressing each time. Just gradually. Just gradually becomes a less funny experience. Let's try sell. Okay. Well, at least we got that done now. It only took 15 minutes, but we did get it. Oh. Congratulations. I know, I solved a rudimentary puzzle from 1996. I'm a genius. I think I don't know if it's in one of the old versions of the game or if it's in 5 or 6, but one of the Resident Evil games has a puzzle that you have to know the timeline of Shakespeare history. You have to know in what order Shakespeare's works were done. And I'm not looking forward to if I have to do that, because I don't know. I love drinking my orange juice contains 1% juice. That's the problem I have with a lot of things. I love fruit, and thinking about fruit makes me thirsty, not in a sexual way. And I just... No fruit beverage is ever as fruity as I would like it to be. Oh no, that's why I thought it was a puzzle, not a history exam. You would think so. But nah. What was that? Is that another Modisc? The 3rd one. The 3rd book. Heavy Gravity Falls vibes. Is that shotgun shells? I mean, I don't need them because I don't have my shotgun, but sure. Security protocols. Actually, this seems kind of important. I'm just skimming it. E. Smith. Ooh, this name drops Wesker. Sick. Triple lock. Door entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all of the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the scene. Whatever. Is this room nitro compound? Primary fuel of power. Access limited to headquarters supervisors. Senior supervisors. Regarding the progressive... Okay, so it is the tyrant that we're dealing with. Also, my friend saw this stream I did last night and said, you would build a house, frame 1. It's funnier when you think that if you're starting a server, you just, start over on the house. You tried so hard. And listen, I'm sure it was beautiful. Yeah, the Cerberus, Neptune. Okay, that's what the fecking shark's name is. Hunter, Tyrant. Okay. 8462, that's probably important for something. I don't know what, but, like, probably important. What is that? Is that a phone? Okay, so, what? 8462? Is that a good beep or a bad beep? Because I myself refer to myself as a bad beep often. Where did that door open? This room is confusing me. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay, laboratory key. Sick, sick. Some sort of image editing equipment. It looks like you can use it to view Kenneth's film. Yeah, we'll watch the Kenneth film. I'm actually gonna go grab water while this happens. Ugh. Ah. Oh. 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 You guys are going to witness a snuff film one of these days because I am just going to trip trying to get into this setup and I'm going to die. No, that was my practice house. I'm going to make it bigger and better on the server. It's going to need to be a lot bigger too to fit everything you need in that game. This is a good point. I still don't actually know anything about the game. I'm just excited to be included, man. That's like my life's motto. I like to think that I'm not a particularly picky person. I'm just glad to be invited. I'm just along for the ride. You know, if you say you're a bird, then I'm a bird, man. That's how my brain has always worked. So, no, we don't need to view the film. Some sort of image editing software. We don't need to view Kenneth's film, but I do want to know where we put this MO drive, because I was figuring there was one in here, but you know what? Maybe not. Doesn't seem to be anything important. Shotgun shells, which we don't need. We did get the key, so that's fine. You can't die. That's against terms of service. That is true. You know what's worse than dying? Breaking Twitch's terms of service. That's what'll get me. In the afterlife, I'll be like, dang it, I broke the terms of service. Like, listen, I might be a bad person, but I'm not a monster. Nope. I literally can read you like a book, okay? And I don't mean Shakespeare or Robert Frost or Edgar Allan Poe, okay? If you were a book, you'd be the little engine that couldn't. As in, the little engine that couldn't get me even when attacking from behind. Talk that. Talk that. Yeah! Laboratory key, and then if I use it over here, that should just... Okay, yeah, sick. I was gonna say, that should just get rid of the key. Oh boy. I have 192 Steam games. We have a small problem. 192 of anything becomes a problem unless it's grains of rice. Oh no, there's like a lot of stuff here, isn't there? I forget how many rooms there are. 192 is diabolical. I think I have like maybe 60. Oh, I remember now. Oh golly. I don't even know what the hell that is. Listen, I've played so many Resident Evil games, I have no clue what that is. They, like, never come back. They just, like, pop in for a quick second and then disappear and are never seen again. Because, like, what is that? Can I please not get... Okay, I was gonna say, can I please not get one shot by this thing? Okay, now it's definitely dead. When each of these games can take upwards of 500 hours to complete them, I'm set on games. I can stop buying them, but I won't. I mean, here's the thing. If you can, like, afford something, then, like, you know, should you have that many? Probably not. But, like, if you're not, like... If you're not, like, you know, beating up homeless people to get more money because of your, like, addiction, like, is it that bad of a problem? Like, people spend, like, you know, hundreds of dollars on shoes. Is that a problem? People spend thousands of dollars on Legos. Is that a problem? A lot of times, yeah. I'm a goblin that collects games while playing them. Why is it that women can buy a bunch of books that they'll never read, but when us men folk buy a couple hundred too many games, all of a sudden it's a problem, and we need to get to our backlog? Oh, sick. I did not know there was a save room here. Sure, I'll take some more grenade shells. I don't know if I did not know there was a room here. This is genuinely kind of new to me. Trades and supplies lie scattered about. The walls are cousins with dozens of claw marks. Is that like a journal there? I swear I see like a little journal there. I always like to refer to myself as a dragon when it comes to games. I'm like Smaug from the Hobbit. Like, I collect a lot of games and I buy a lot of games, but I mostly just sit on them. Especially if it's like physical games. I have so many PS3 games that I'm never going to play. And that's not like me just being like, oh yeah, I'll probably never get around to playing them. Like, I have genuinely not a lot of interest in playing them anyways. And a lot of the games that I buy for older consoles, I'll buy physically, and then I'll buy a digital version on something new. Like GTA 4, like I have it for the PlayStation 3 because I love the PlayStation 3, but I'm not going to play GTA 4 on the PlayStation 3. I'm going to end up buying a second copy to have it digitally on my PS5. Like, you know what I mean? So here's my library. How many have you read? I like 7 of them, but anyway. So here's my Steam library. So how many have you played? Like maybe 20% of them, like anyway. I mean, I do get it though. Like, I understand the logic of it being like, you know, why can't we just play the games? But on the other hand, like, at least you're not doing crack cocaine. I know that's like a low bar, but like a lot of people are doing crack cocaine. So at least you're not like one of those people. Insert Family Guy crack meme. I don't know what that is. Follow-up point. I don't think I want to know what that is. Oh, this. I forgot about this part. Why are you here? I literally don't even like, what is that? How do you, like, classify? Oh, okay. How do you classify this thing? On a... What genus is this? What species is this? Nothing. It's an abomination. Did it just pop? What are you? A zit? Why you popping? What are you trying to do? Pop and lock? Then why you popping? Okay. It's rusted shut and won't budge. Great. And now we got a 50-50 to see which vent to crawl through. Oh, I'm having a great time. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream, because I'm not. That's actually a lie. I am having fun. This is just incredibly stressful. Why can't... Jill, why are you useless? It's a 3-foot drop. Just go. Just hop down. It is arguably harder to go into this crawl space than it is to just step 3 feet down. This is unconstitutional, and it's ridiculous. This is the wrong vent. I think. I have no idea. This part confuses me so bad. I think that that's where I came in, and so I need to use this vent, because there's 3 vents for some reason. Yeah, now we're here. And we hop down, and then we, like, push this out of the way or something. I can remember it, just not, like, the best. Shotgun shells. No. Is there nothing in here? Wait, then what is the point of this room? I genuinely feel like I'm going insane. Hey, Peter, what are you doing, crack? I've not seen enough Family Guy to understand these references. And by I haven't seen enough Family Guy, I mean I haven't seen Family Guy. I see, like, clips on TikTok every once in a while with Subway Surfers gameplay over it, but that's about it, honestly. The only adult animation that I watch is Bob's Burgers, and even then I wouldn't say that those are that similar. I'm genuinely so confused why she can't hop down this space. Like, I understand games have limitations, but, like, all my Family Guy exposure is from YouTube shorts and shitposts. You don't need to be getting exposed by Family Guy. That's disgusting. You know how old Peter Griffin is? He doesn't need to be exposing himself to anyone. What is happening? We were genuinely, we started off the stream so strong and everything was going okay, and then it just stopped. It just stopped being okay, and now everything is just bad. And we're not winning, son. We're not winning. And I don't even know what I'm supposed to be finding in here. I'm just going in circles. Because what is the point of me even being able to hop down here? I'm so confused. I'm thinking I have to push it from another vent, but I don't know where or how. Is that like a ledge? The perspective of this is so confusing. I'm actually so tired after I pulled the brain noise stunt. Holy. Take a nap, and then when you wake up from that nap, take a second nap. Recurrent napping is actually pretty killer, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, dude. There are things... My brain just is not working, and I can't tell if it's the game design or if it's me. And both of those would be bad, because, you know, I can't change the game, and I also can't change, you know, my thought process. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I know we have to shove something somewhere. We push that back. I have no clue how I would have figured that out like the first time. Genuinely no clue how I would have ever gone about finding that out. And then that still doesn't... So what did that actually accomplish? What did we actually accomplish by just shoving that? Oh, now we can go down here and through. Is that what it is? Okay. Listen, as long as it gets me closer to being done, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And I don't even know if we gained anything from doing that. I genuinely have no clue. Okay, he's down. That's chill. So we need to go back. Okay, we need to go back in here and grab the weird, fill the thing up with fuel, and then we can't run, so we'll very slowly walk it back. And then that'll power the thing. I think we're going to have to finish this game on Wednesday, and then we'll hop into Resident Evil 2 that stream as well, because there's no chance I'm getting this game finished in the next, like, 10 minutes. Yeah, we set the capsule inside. That's fine. We fill it up. We just can't run, or else bad things will happen. Yeah, fatal explosion. I don't know if you guys know this. They're remaking Fatal Frame 3, and so I'm really excited for that, actually. Very excited. We're just going to ever so slowly just trudge it all the way back home. Why not? We got nothing better to do. Okay. Listen, it's like Michael Jackson said that one time. He's a smooth criminal. And this time we are having to be criminals. Because after everything that we've gone through in this game, after all of our trials and tribulations, we're not gonna die to an explosion. Ninja Kiwi already shut down their latest game? That's wild. What is a Ninja Kiwi? You're saying words, but I don't think that those words mean anything. They tried making a new IP and all the time peak on Steam was 12 players. That's actually sad. For balloons. Okay, I was going to say, I thought that Ninja Kiwi... I thought that developer name sounded familiar, but all developer names kind of sound familiar. I used to play Bloons a little bit. It was never my, favorite franchise or games or anything, but, I don't know, I thought they were fine. How have I screwed this up? Because this is the cadaver room, right? No, wait. Where's the outside room? I feel like I'm genuinely going insane. Monkeys popping balloons. Listen, there's only one game franchise that you can describe as monkeys popping balloons, and that's gotta mean something. I'm genuinely tripping right now. Is it the basement second floor thing? I guess. It was a multiplayer PvP game that peaked at... Oh my gosh. That's sad. Okay, listen. Here's the thing. I've never streamed for 12 people. Okay? So they are doing better than I am. But at the same time, that's that's pretty bad, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty bad. They had absolutely zero marketing for it, which makes sense why they dropped. I feel like companies overestimate or underestimate how important marketing is. It doesn't matter how good your game is. If you don't find the right audience, there's no point. You can be the best streamer in the world. If you don't find the audience that's, right for you, you're never gonna, be doing successful. I don't have, just a ton of followers or viewers, but, I like to think that you guys are, pretty into what I do. So, that's, a resonant thing, but it's hard to believe that, presumably they put a lot of time and money into a game and are obviously very successful developers, and they get 12 concurrent players. The only way I found out about the game is from one small news ad in a random tab of Bloons 6. So their own game was hosting an ad that was saying how terrible their new game was. That's actually kind of brutal. Okay, this is where we need to be careful. Actually, maybe we really don't need to be careful. I don't think there's any of them left. But I do hear them, so there could be. Here we go. All we have to do is put the thing in. And we're gaming. We're winning. Okay, and then that should have opened the door on the other side. I think it's over here. And then in here. Yeah, this door. He really thought. He really thought, I'm going to get him when he goes by. And then I just clicked X on the door. It's so much easier. Okay. Never mind. He followed me in. I take everything I said back. He outsmarted me. He bested me. Of course, I'm the only one living, but, you know, that only counts for so much, I suppose. I have no idea what the point of that room is. I don't know if I like that. I don't like all these noises that I'm hearing. No power to the main elevator. Yes, start it up. Start that bitch up. Oh no. Please leave me alone. Okay. The lab's self-destruct mechanism. I don't know if I... Hot take? I don't know if I wanted everything to self-destruct. That doesn't... I don't know about that, guys. I don't know if that's... Hot take? I don't know if that's the game plan, is to blow up everything while we're inside the mansion. That's not very cash money of you. Okay, there's something in here. Ah! Yes. I have an MO disc, don't I? I do. I have 2 of them. Sounds like a great idea to me. Jill is too hot to die like this, okay? Okay, we unlocked something. Please die. Just respectfully. Please die. I said respectfully, so... No! I want out of here, man. I want out. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to finish this on Wednesday's stream. But then we'll hop into Resident Evil 2, like, right after, so it shouldn't be a huge detractor. I wanted to ask, since you're a lot more tenured of a streamer than me, do you know if there's a good way to switch streaming games and categories, like, mid-stream? Like, does that work, or do I need to end stream and then start a new one when I change games? Because that is something I have yet to figure it out. There's so many things that I still need to learn about streaming, but it is a fun... I'm excited to learn it.
Jill.
Barry,
Ugh.
Needs to be heated up.
let's go.
The most nonchalant thing ever. Like, you literally left me earlier. Yes, it works. Go to your browser, open up Twitch, click on the profile in the top right, and click Stream Manager. You can change a bunch of things on the fly while streaming from there. Okay. I think that makes sense. It's just a little bit weird. In my experience, I've done that before. I've switched categories, and it's always been a little bit clunky, because usually it will just say that it hasn't updated, or like it'll say that it's updated, but then it hasn't. But it is good to know that should be working.
Thank you, Barry.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, don't blame Barry for everything.
Dun
I hear that
dun
his better
dun.
half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Well, you shouldn't worry too much, dear. You'll be free of all this anyway.
Why eliminate stars?
You can also add
Believe it or
bots.
not,
Okay, that is
that's
actually good to know. I did not know that.
You're just a slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl. But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mention are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
They're both pointing pot roasting me with guns.
Really be afraid of Umbrella.
You and Umbrella took his family. You bastard.
You bastard!
Carrots and sticks to cow him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used Barry for my personal interests. Though both you and Barry seemed to think I was following Umbrella's orders.
What? What are you planning?
Man, my
I guess it's time for show and tell.
How did the gun not fire there, guys? It was 1996. It was 1996. How can you expect a little company to know how guns work? Back in 1996, we didn't even have guns in 96, okay? They didn't exist. They weren't real.
It's magnificent.
This is a remake.
For the sake of this.
They can fix it. I think that, honestly, in defense of this game, I think that... Oh, fuck! Okay, I thought he shot me. Barry!
Barry.
Forgive me.
What was that line delivery?
Even if it meant my family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my friends again.
Forgive me. Forgive me. This game is so bad. Oh, I love it.
Jill and Barry together. In hell.
In hell.
You want a piece of me?
Premature.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
You viral cultured freak.
They can fix it. I think that it honestly adds to the charm a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I will dunk on this game every chance I can, but I do think that keeping so many of the stupid mistakes in genuinely makes it hilarious. Because what was that line delivery? This is literally how the VA in the booth said that line. Forgive me. Like, you could not make an AI sound that unrealistic. Did they have AI early in 2012? They might have, because this game would prove it. It's giving Big Carl. Oh no, Carl! Like, it's giving the exact same vibe. You can't convince me otherwise. Oh snap! He's nude. Nude. Oh god, he's naked. No, I missed. Okay. Okay. He's down. Barry, live!
Barry.
David Harbour, you have to survive! Winona's waiting for you.
You're okay.
Jill, sorry.
Jill,
It
sorry.
was careless of me.
That was...
Wesker,
He's gone.
first, let's just get out of here.
This is what's happened in the past 5 minutes of this game. Barry shows up to shoot me. Wesker also points a gun at me. Wesker punches me with a gun, goes to shoot me, gets shot twice by Barry, opens the Tyrant's thing. The Tyrant then turns on Wesker. The Tyrant then beats Barry to the side, then attacks me. Then I save Barry, and it turns out that Wesker is gone. We are going in circles. Nothing has happened. People are just like, I'm gonna change. Nope, I'm gonna like it's just back and forth. We're just going back and forth. You can switch the light bulb off and on as many times as you want, but you're only having light or not having light. There's no difference. The fact that this game is genuinely still fun, and the fact that they genuinely thought that they were cooking back in 96, it is frying me. I am losing brain cells because of how this game works. They thought they were cooking, and they can never take that away from you. They saw all of this and they were like, yeah, this is tough. Like, this is what we want. I love it. I just need to figure out how to open that door. Yeah, release the lock. I don't know. Some of the decisions in this game are so weird. Just walk around this corner. Nothing's gonna happen, but just walk around the corner. Oh my. Ooh! I don't think they had vertical opening doors in 96. That's kind of sick, actually. Self-destruct has been activated.
Wesker must have set it off. Let's hurry.
Oh no! I just realized something. I've just realized something. We didn't find Chris. This game, there's two protagonists. There's Chris and Jill. And if you play as Jill, then Chris gets captured, and he's put in like a basement. And then you can find him around this part of the game, but I didn't. Oh well, sucks to suck. I mean, you're not wrong. I completely forgot that we were supposed to be doing that. I didn't realize that this was the way the game went. This next part is kind of tricky, but I think here's my plan. We don't have the Magnum, but we do have this shotgun. I like the Assault better, but this one already has 6 in it. And then, do I have any health items? We have 1 first aid box, which is probably enough, honestly. And then there's a first aid spray there. I'm not sure. We should probably save just before we go deeper. Because I would love to try and find Chris, and I think we still can. I'm actually not sure. I've never saved Chris as Jill. I've done it vice versa, but never the vice versa. Let's see. Okay, that's the save done. And now we just gotta go scrounging. Oh, and there's shotgun shells there too. It's a good thing I have just the worst vision known to man. It really helps, I think. Think about how much harder everything would be. Okay, let me think for a second. Because there should be a staircase somewhere that we go down, and then he's like in the basement. Which I know is oddly specific. But that's where he is. He's in the basement. This is not the right way. Oh, I wonder if it's at the end of the other hall. Now that I think about it. I like that Barry also got mad at us for leaving, and then not only has he left us before, he left us again. And he didn't even feel bad about it this time. Like the other times you can excuse it as like, oh, he was being manipulated, but this one is like of his own free volition. He just left us. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. Interesting. Have they considered that I would really, just really prefer if they stopped trying to kill me? And I know that that's a lot to ask, but I don't know what those are. I don't know why they have like 8 arms. But I don't like it. Because that door, yeah, that's an up staircase, and we need a down staircase. Uh-oh. Oh, that's... Wait, what does that say? It looks... usable? Okay. Oh. We didn't do the 3rd door lock. That might be a problem. Because I don't know where the 3rd release is. This is an interesting set of circumstances because I did not know this was a circumstance you could get into to begin with. I figured you had to have all of the locks undone before you could go fight Wesker, but apparently that is not the case. I don't think that there's... Because we have the one Modisc left. We have to figure out where it goes. And that is what I'm uncertain of. Kind of a quirky fun fact is I don't know what to do with this situation. We have a save, like, right before this, so I'm not, like, super worried about it, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, like, a little bit worried. Okay. We just duck and weave, and everything should be fine. Should be, being the operative word there. Was there a Modisc here anywhere? Because there's the computer. But I don't remember there being a Modisc we used here. Which is not good. Even a little bit. Magnum rounds. Still don't have the Magnum. Don't think it's gonna happen. So what doors have we not, where have we not been, becomes the question. I'm wondering if it's not in here, because there was nothing we gained from going in here, and I think that this is probably where it might be, but I'm not sure. As I said earlier, this part of the game confuses me very badly. Okay, we push that in, but like, why do we do that? We can hop up here, and then is there a vent there? Okay. I don't know if we've been in this room. Yes, we have, actually. Multiple times. So if we go up this way, I wonder, can we go around? Because now it should be pushed out of the way. Should, again, pretty key word in that sentence. Yeah, it's like... I'm thinking that it has to be, like, down there, right? Because it's also saying that we're missing items. So there's a room here somewhere that we're not seeing. I just don't know where it is. And I also really would like if the game would stop yelling at me. It would make this so much less unpleasant. If it would just stop the blaring alarm. But it is what it is, I guess. Okay, we push that in all the way. But that still doesn't accomplish anything. What's through these doors? I don't know if we've been this way. That just puts us out here. That doesn't even make sense. So we can get in the room and we can get out of the room, but we can't do whatever's meant to happen in the room, which is... Okay. We can push that back, and then it looks like there was another one that maybe we could push. We'll push that all the way just to be sure. It was over here. This one. It kind of looks like that one can be pushed. So mayhaps we push that one from the other side? Maybe? This is a uniquely me issue. I can't see that... I don't think that any, like, walkthroughs of this game would struggle with this part of the game, and yet here we are. Let's try the right one? Not quite. So then we try the left, and if that doesn't work, then I don't know anymore. But if we hop down here, it looks like we can shove this one, right? I'm just trying to figure out why it looks like the bookshelf we can shove if we cannot shove it. Laboratory B3. I'm debating if I just want to look this up at this point because I'm genuinely so confused. To the point where it wraps around from being so bad it's funny. Like, it wraps all the way back around to where it stops being funny again. It's not in there. And then where does the middle one go? Here. But again, there's nothing here. Right, because that's just the exit. So that's where we just came from that leads to the 3 outlets. I gotta talk myself through this. Because then there's also a vent there that leads to that. This part is frying me. Various precision instrument. Is there a place to put the MO disc in here that I'm not seeing? Rusted shut and won't budge. This is... I gotta go start making some bread. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you for stopping by. It was very nice to hear from you, and I hope that your bread making goes well. I'm so lost. I'm so confused. There's no... nothing makes sense anymore. I simply do not comprehend. I think that I am probably going... Because we just saved, like, not too long ago, and my brain is not working. And also, I've been live for, like, 3 hours. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end stream. I know this is, like, a super un-normal place to end. But the blaring of the sirens is confusing me so much. And I'm tired. So we will finish off Resident Evil 1 on Wednesday's stream, and then we'll hop right into 2. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday and a better weekend. And I will see you when I see you. Where's the... Okay, there we go.